So, whilst we left off, the group learned a lot of information about Layla and Mel, a ritual being done by Sapphire to delve into their past. A discussion took place, ending with the decision to have the sisters join them for both safety and protection. They then went around Pyra, finishing any smaller things and saying goodbye to some friends, being Victoria, Oliver, and Bryn, before going to the Shrine of the Moon to pick up and speak with Helene. While there, Archeron convinced Najin to hand him the Frost Shard crystal, then attempted some risky surgery to try and get this strange essence out of her. While initially successful, it was taken maybe a step too far, leading to a spat of anger and Archeron walking out. We come back just as we left off with, I can't remember exactly, but I believe most people were in or around that room, but I do remember Archeron leaving the shrine just like to walk outside, and where he would see Mel, Layla, and Alex sort of sitting outside on a half wall. So I will ask everyone, well, what are you doing?
The last thing I remember, and I haven't listened to last week's audio since last week. I could find it, but I'm not gonna. I was under the impression that most people had left.
I could have been wrong. I was just trying to remember.
I don't remember exactly, but my impression was
most people had walked out, and I think the only people still in the temple was, I think, Sidon, Helene, and maybe
I think Sidon, Najin, and Helene, and then Archeron had left just kind of the last thing.
I know I know a few things happened at the very end. I just couldn't remember the order exactly of who did what. So actually, better off. Where would you guys be? What would you guys be doing just after that happened? That's a better question.
I remember Sidon would probably be with Helene, and he's just saying sorry about his little outburst.
She would be very much like, no, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to be sad. Apologize for being angry. It's completely fine. I'm all right now. It was just a lot in the moment.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've had an outburst like that.
Archeron would have left. So I think the last thing if I remember rightly, the last thing that happened to him was that Helene had healed him.
Helene healed him and tried to
him a hand up, but he was like, I'm not even gonna ask anyone. It's like clear as day that he's very ashamed of what happened, and sad clouds out. Womp, womp, womp.
So he would go outside. Would he go just outside to get some air, or would he go anywhere specifically?
Do we know where the camels are? He doesn't know where the camels are.
So
he's not told anyone about the poem. He's not told anyone about the Sphinx.
He's not told anyone about the poem and the Sphinx, but I believe you were all told. If not, I will just tell you. It was this south western gate that Captain Jordan said he had had the camels and wagons ready for you. So the southwestern gate, bottom left of that.
He'd probably start heading that way.
Okay. You would walk past Mel, Layla, and Alex, who watch you go, very confused.
Yeah, he'd probably walk. He doesn't have mending, so he's looking at I imagine one of his glasses lens is broken. And so he's looking at seeing if there's anything he can do for it, and then we'll just head down to the gate.
I don't know why I'm looking at the paladin and the fighter like they would have mending.
I have access to it. I just don't. I can't do anything with it till tomorrow.
Need an 8-hour rest.
Yeah, a little bit of a nap.
So he's gonna walk past. I think Porridge is gonna stay with everyone. Porridge is hopping from person to person, not squawking at them, but trying to decide. Porridge is trying to decide what to do. Until Archeron gets out of sight, and then he'll fly after him.
Mm-hmm.
And One of the things Archon is gonna do is he's gonna try and get there before anyone else, so he can cast Identify on the little bit of sword that was in Helene's.
I meant to make an image for it, but I did forget. It was like this small circular.
It was like a knife shaped or something.
No, so it was a small circular, almost like the size of like maybe like a £2 coin.
Oh, that's massive.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a tiny little. Like,
no. Like circular, not like a splinter. And
that doesn't tell me anything, but sure.
So it's like imagine something like an inch and a half across. It's quite big.
Almost like think of like the size of a D20 but flat. If that makes sense.
Like a chocolate coin.
Like chocolate coins are bigger than normal coins.
Like a melted Malteser.
Like a chocolate button.
Yeah, like a giant chocolate button.
Like a Dairy Milk. Yeah.
I like the pounded, like flat D20. That's
well, it just. I was trying to think of things that were similar size, and that.
So just right in my head, right? I've got 2 bits of this frost shard shit.
Yes, one of them is almost like a splinter, like a shard. One of them is that circular.
Alright, so which bit came out of her? The circular bit?
Circular bit. The splinter was
How big is the splinter?
The splinter's not very big. The splinter is like... I was meant to... I think last time I said it was about... Like, okay, the size of a USB stick. Like, height. But, like, not as wide.
So they're about the same size, like, just
about the same size. One of them is, like,
right.
tall and thick. Well, not that tall, you know, long and thin. One of them is, like, circular.
I
should have just drawn a reference for it, but I forgot.
Okay, right. So first things first, I'm going to get to where the camels are. Going to give the splinter.
By the way, one thing I did forget to do. The captain, actually, when you get to the camels, there would have been a guard there who hands you those manacles that you gave to the captain briefly, but then asked for them back.
Oh, right.
And forgot to get back. I remembered it when I was looking through. I think I was listening to an audio, and I was like, wait a second. They're
not meant to be here.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for the image I know I have somewhere. Okay, while Artron's doing that, the rest of you, RP.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to go buy some, supplies, food, and stuff like that.
I think we're set for food. I think Alex is.
Alex is a chef, and I believe you guys did buy supplies.
Yeah, and
he's
also he has that fridge thing.
He's got a bag of clothing. Yeah.
I also want to buy a tent because camping outside in the sand is miserable.
You guys, I think between you have a number of tents. And
do we have tents?
I think at least 1 or 2. I mean, you weren't there. You weren't
sure.
there.
Yeah, but you have your
broken.
You have that tent that you summon that tent.
Archeron's got the tiny hut.
Yeah,
that will not fit everyone.
It will fit most of you, but not everyone.
It won't. I mean, I don't know. It's like 11 people now. There's.
Yeah, but I mean, you have tents. You have, I think, between
the main party.
Between the rest of you, you've got like 2 or 3 tents. I know, but from last time.
Yeah, I'm just saying, is that Archon sold his, but he's got his summon tent.
I have a perpetual tent.
Yeah,
that's a joke.
And I think everyone. I may be wrong, but doesn't everyone in the starting equipment get a tent?
Not a lot of them do.
You get like bedrolls.
Yeah, bedroll and mess kit.
Oh, I actually don't have a bedroll.
Yeah. Well, we can say you could have picked one up easily enough.
Okay.
You could have got one from the church for like free.
The homeless shelter. Found bedroll. The homeless shelter. There you go. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm struggling here. 1 second.
Yeah, no worries.
I thought I was ready. Clearly, I wasn't.
Clearly not.
Yeah.
Hey, does everyone have what they need, or do we need to buy something before we go?
I've got an inkling that the DM's not ready, so let's go.
Thanks,
I
Matt.
Well, if not everyone can fit into Archer's magical tent, then maybe we should go and buy some. Because I don't want to be stuck out in the rain, because that sucks.
We're in the desert. And at night
we're in the desert.
The scorpions
you can still rain in the desert.
Go out. Hey, don't want those in your bedroll.
Sorry, what?
Oh, you don't know about the scorpions?
Scorpions in your bedroll.
Well, yeah, it happens because they like humid places, and you sweat a lot during the day, so your bedroll gets humid during the night.
We're getting sent. Fuck that, scorpions. I like that.
Okay, James, this is the best I could get quickly. I don't have the image I thought I had. But I've got something close enough. It's way too aggressive for what I'm picturing.
I mean, it's pointless. I'm just going to feed it to Rayon and be like, here comes the
No,
airplane.
I mean,
meow."
this is the it's way
Here,
too
kitty,
literal,
kitty.
but it's like a shard of ice, like a circular shard of ice with like a dagger groove, like a
Oh,
an
right,
actual
okay.
point
Right.
at the
okay.
top of it. It's obviously very small. It's like the carved dagger thing has been like engraved into it, like it's a
Okay.
symbol. But
Right.
yeah,
Cool. So,
that's
okay.
that's way too literal. But yeah,
I imagine that because obviously we said this was going back ages ago now,
Yeah.
but when Maeve gave Sidon the little bottle of like, shush, the little bottle of like smelly stuff.
we all wish
Oh,
we
right.
could give Simon the bottle of shit.
But I imagine that she keeps a bunch of stuff in the bag of holding, so she's just gonna like go behind Drac and like reach into the bag of holding and like take out some little vials of perfume, and they're lavender, and she like gives one to everybody and goes, "This will keep away scorpions."
It's like bug spray.
Yeah,
Does
it literally lavender and I think it's cedar.
No. I know
like a
citrus is like
repellent.
bugs. but-
Cedar
Wait, how
salad.
long have you had this?
Well, it's just like perfume, and she's had it for a while.
Where did you take
Yeah,
this from?
Plus Maeve like lived in the desert for a long time, so
Maybe
in
rich.
Woodtown,
yeah.
She is, I think Mavis rich, so she has all the perfume. I think.
All the perfumes?
So unless you guys are doing anything else, I assume that the rest of you are starting to walk down.
I'm gonna
Did we pay
Uh,
off the tavern?
What?
I'm going to assume we did. We paid during, before we actually enter the room. You have to pay for the key.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
What? Paid what?
For obviously, you guys got your rooms, but they got their rooms afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
but
yeah.
still
true.
with the slumber.
Yeah.
I want to go up to Najim,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry for how that turned out. I think we all lost a bit of our heads there. I think we'll be taking our leave shortly. Thank you for hosting me the other night. It was I appreciate it, and I'll make sure Helene is safe and won't come to any more harm. And he gives a little bow.
He gives a small like bow back, and he says, "It is all right. Just make sure to keep her safe, as you said. Just be wary of that one." And a friend of Helene is a friend of ours, so you are welcome anytime.
Thank you. Bye.
Finger guns, amazing.
And then just before Helene leaves, the two of them have a brief conversation before she walks in.
I'll be with yourself.
Sidon, you're not very good at these goodbyes, are you?
Goodbyes are hard. I don't
Make it
know.
awkward,
That might be
though.
the smartest thing Sidon's ever said.
What? Goodbyes are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Thinking back. Yeah.
But I assume you will begin to make your way down, when we'll go to Archeron,
My way downtown.
making your way down the street. So yeah, Archeron, what are you doing?
So there's two things I'm doing. First of all, is I'm going to feed the bit of the knife that isn't the so not the interesting bit,
yeah.
the Rayard. Just like sat there, kind of a little bit pretty despondently, and he's just going to like hold it out. It's like, is this Is this what you need?
You see, Raylord nods and says, "This does appear to be." What was his voice? I don't know. This does appear to be what I need, if you don't mind. And he holds a hand up.
Yes. Yeah. I
And
have.
said, "Feed me, Archer."
Why did I imagine him sitting on a park bench, breaking off bits of the dagger and feeding pigeons?
Raylord is the pigeons.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as Archon, you put the bit of because obviously he's incorporeal. You can go walk through him essentially. As you put that shard into his palm, you see it almost like when a ripple effect on water. It touches his palm and ripples out, but it almost ripples out as if it was cracking ice, and you see it goes from his palm and absorbs into his form. And you see he gets slightly, he glows a bit blue for a moment or two, and then it dissipates through him. And he says, "Thank you very much. I think this will help both of us." And you do gain, what is it?
0 points back.
You do gain 8 temporary hit points. And this won't matter unless I don't think it'll matter. But for the next minute, when you cast a spell that deals cold damage, you can ignore resistance and immunity, and you add, and you add 1d6 cold damage per level of the spell for cold spells. That makes sense.
Okay.
That didn't make sense when I spoke it.
So hang on, make sure. So and an extra d6 per level.
Yeah, but that's only for the next minute. But just assume
Yeah.
whenever you do, if you do it again, it will be that same.
Okay. Just a quick one on that. What happens with cantrips?
I would say there's no change for cantrips.
Nothing,
You just
okay,
ignore
that's
the
fine.
resistance and stuff.
That's fine. Cool.
But yeah,
That'd
you
be really
see.
useful if I was in a fight.
Yep. But yeah, so he thanks you. Is there anything else you're doing while you're waiting?
He's gonna look at this weird coin one.
Mhm.
See that it's stylized. It's maybe not as you say, not as on the nose as the picture you sent, but
Yes.
He's gonna look at it and he's gonna run it through the file of facts that is his brain, and he's gonna make some. He's gonna start with a religion check.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. He's gonna give himself a gun.
Rare will give you advantage.
Okay, cool. It's hey, you see, old fella, you seen this? Oh, 26 plus. Hey, it's great being smart, isn't it? 27.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. But yeah, so 27 is a very good roll. So you're looking at them, and it does look like a symbol of a faction or a person or a thing, rather than a random embedded thing. It definitely looks like it's been put there purposefully, and there is some meaning behind it. And you're looking at it, and you Rolodex your memory back, and you remember that in the north, in Galador, a number of years ago, there was I can actually tell you when it was. Hold on. With the 27th, I'll tell you the exact year, I think. Sorry, my brain. You guys can tell my brain's not working properly today.
You should Asher off and on again.
I need a mental reset. Yeah. So in 1488, which would have been 22 years ago, there was talk of what place is it? In Galador, in the town of... I'm prepared, guys, don't worry. in Botunia, which is one of the towns, I'll just change the map so you can see it. There was talk of a strange thing near in the Storm's Edge Mountains, like a strange effect, strange, almost like a crop circle, if that makes sense. But it was in the snow. It's a symbol very similar to that, being that like circular symbol with a dagger coming from it. That definitely scared a lot of people because it's a very scary, I guess, omen is the best word to put it. And it comes to your mind specifically because Rayard says, I think I recognize that symbol. It was on... I feel like think for a moment. It was on the creature that attacked us before I was forced into this book. In the
That's stretching
mines.
my memory. That is Jesus. We don't have any. There's
You guys have no
context
context
or no
for that.
context.
Yeah,
for that.
zero
I
context
have
for that.
vague
Yeah.
idea that it was a frost giant, but I don't think
Yeah.
it was. It was
Yeah,
undead.
you have zero context
yeah.
for what he's talking about. But
okay, I'm putting this down to Archeron being like into weird conspiracy theories and stuff. Like he probably got a newsletter like obscure crop circles monthly kind of thing. He's like, oh yeah, this is 22 years ago. I've got this as well as my wallet. Okay, he would note that. Presumably, it's too cold to touch, so he's gonna put it in.
Yes, it's freezing.
Obviously, we've got the dark shard thing that is now. I think you said it was useless. Like it like fallen back.
It's dust.
Yeah. Okay, so he's just gonna like scatter the dust on the floor out of sight of the guys. He's gonna get
those pigeons are gonna blow up.
He's just gonna like scatter it to the wind, and then he's gonna put some sand, like some loose sand from the floor, into the jar, and he's gonna like mage hand the thing into it, and then seal the lid as tightly as he can. But he's gonna have it's only a little bit of sand, so you can always see it, because he needs to think about how he's going to identify it. Because he needs to touch it to identify it.
You can see that you put it into the jar with the sand, and you can see, because of how cold it is, the sides of the jar do begin to frost up. Yeah.
So, okay. Some vague magical shenanigans whilst he's waiting are going to happen. He's going to use prestidigitation to try and heat it. And then if that doesn't have any effect, he might try to firebolt it just to see what happens.
When he
see if you can affect it, like
the prestidigitation.
What's more powerful? Yeah.
When he does the prestidigitation, you cast on it to heat it up, and you hear and see like the sizzle of something that is warm immediately freezing and like condensing, and it is just like that does nothing. The shard stays as it was. There is no effect for a prestidigitation.
Okay. I will do more experiments at a later date because they will get a bit fruity if I start doing them now. I don't think I've got the spells ready.
Fireball.
You're not a million miles off. I was thinking Flaming Sphere. But yeah, you will probably do them in the desert away from people with other people's approval.
One of the guards like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm playing with a thing I dug out of a woman.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Context.
Yeah. So yeah, he will.
That's how voices are done.
He will put it in the jar and put the jar in his pocket. Look for Porridge, what I imagine Porridge is doing, because Archeron's like usually he would be like really into this, but he's kind of looking at this to distract him at the minute. He's looking for Porridge, and Porridge is much more animated than usual, kind of flitting about, like looking for stuff. Does Porridge see anything like interestingly colourful? Like I would say like chocolate bar wrappers, but I don't know if they have chocolate bar wrappers in your world.
I mean,
so things akin to that, like small, shiny, discarded things.
Yeah, you can have Porridge make me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, do I have him in my access still? I might probably do. Oh no, I still do. Where is he? Wisdom. 16.
Yeah. So Porridge, because it's crazy to think it's still only like 10 o'clock midday. Like it's somewhere between that. It's not late at all. And Porridge is like, he's probably like sitting, slightly above Archer on like either on the bench or like on some like landing near him. And he looks down and something catches his eye from the like glinting from the sun onto the ground, and I assume he goes to fly over.
Mhm.
And it's just this piece. Looks to be of like a bit of stained glass, like a bright pink reddish bit of stained glass. It's like not very big, and it glows. So like in the sun, it like gives the sand this weird like pink effect around it, and yeah.
Okay, you're gonna pick that up, fly off towards the party, and land near Helena and try to give it to her. Helene, Jesus, sorry. My brain is absolute garbage today. I've achieved nothing. I spent 4 hours copy and pasting from a PDF to a spreadsheet because I didn't have a convert to PDF thing, and my brain and my wrist are killing me.
Fun. So he gives it to Helene.
Helene, yeah.
Okay. She like takes it. It's like, thank you. Looks to the rest of the group. Confused.
He's like preening a little bit, like makes a bit of a show of giving it to her, does like a little bird bow, and like fusses a little bit over her, make sure she's got it, make sure she like thinks that she's understood the gesture, and then he's gonna fly back, like, but stay nearer the party, like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the word circling, even though magpies are carrion birds. They're not dead. He's just keeping a very close eye on them.
Yeah, I mean, he could just look at it, fly about.
Yeah.
Cool. So as the rest of you walking, probably only take 20 minutes max, with all of you and stuff like that. Is there anything you guys are talking about as you're walking down to the exit? Nope. Cool. Cool. No doubt. So you guys, after 20 minutes or so, make it down to the southwestern exit of Pyro, where you can see Archeron is sitting on a bench. You can see the
tossing crystal shards to the bird.
Yeah, you can see the blue orb, which is rare, but he's not technically there. He's just like floating about, and you can see the exit gates of the city with a number of the Sandspear guards sort of around. Archeron probably would have like either spoken to them or at least they would have acknowledged him. He would have seen them, and you can see there are two two wagons with 2 camels on each. So I'm just not, my brain's not working today. Jesus, there are 4 camels, 2 wagons. The 2 of the camels are hitched to one. You get
I
it.
made this joke last time. Camels for forks.
It's funny because
Okay, I don't know why.
I was about to do the same again.
on the map. On the map, I've got fucking horse and wagon because I couldn't find a camel and wagon one.
Just
I would like a motorbike, please.
Those wagons. Can you sleep in them?
Yeah, so I was going to describe them. They are like full box wagons. There's like a bit of the top. Sorry.
Because then we don't need the tent.
Just take a breath. Yeah, they'd probably be big enough if you were to all be lying down to house uncomfortably 6 of you. Unless you were to like really huddle in corners. I'm gonna just change the map. This is one of my random encounter maps, but it's fine. And don't be alarmed. It does say Colette in the top left. That is just the map I found, and I am not apologizing.
Oh my god, it says Boulette.
What a weird layout of rocks in the desert. I hope that's not an omen.
No, but I was just doing this to show the wagons. You guys, can you move them?
Yeah,
I
cool.
can, yeah.
Cool, that was I'd hope, just in case. Guys, please.
Deja vu.
It's like pod racing.
You guys have
It's all
lost
the
your
noise.
driving privileges.
You can sort of
Hey
chicken
guys,
radio
don't
noise.
leave me!
You guys have already lost your driving privileges.
Oh, what?
This is why I don't have a license.
This is why you guys aren't allowed nice things.
Uh,
Because now I'm
That
gonna have to go
happens when you
through.
get those horses.
I'm gonna have to go through all of the other maps now and get rid of your driving privileges. Thanks, guys.
Did you really think that we were like mature enough to actually?
I'm sorry. I thought you guys could handle
what's funny
responsibility.
is I'm pretty sure it was just me and James.
Well, I'm not going to go through and give all but you two privileges. I cannot be bothered. That would take ages. So,
Sorry,
you guys are spoiling it for everyone. Now none of you get to drive.
Sorry, guys.
Blame those
I
two.
hate you
On my own.
But yeah, as you guys all meet up, you are given the horse and the camel and wagons from the guards who wish you safe travels. Is there anything you guys are doing?
I
I
spy
got-
with my little eye.
Well, no, I
begin
meant,
with
just
S.
I meant conversation wise.
No,
Before-
I got to Archeron.
He flinches and starts crying and wets himself.
No, no, no.
Don't bully me, I'll come.
Oh, I
Ew.
wasn't
And then we
going-
start RPing with D&D.
Okay,
wasn't
I know
going
what today's session's gonna be like.
to.
I'm going to be mentally struggling, and you guys are horny.
Making it worse.
Yeah.
I look over Archeron and see how bad the bruises, if it is bad.
It's not that. It's
It's not
it-
bad. Like there's a little mark, I assume.
It's got a bit of a mark's probably come up, but Helene did heal him, and she rolled pretty well. So.
just to be so when Sidon hit him, it was not for a huge amount of damage. It was for
It
about
was
6
six,
damage.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So Archeron was already hurt before he got hit. So he was quite
Mhm.
badly hurt before he got hit, which is
Yeah.
why it was a lot worse than it was. But yeah, so all you would see is probably a mark on his face and a cracked, like a shattered lens for his glasses.
Hey, sorry, I lost my head a little bit. I didn't know what else to do.
No, it's fine. I didn't mean to. I got carried away. I didn't mean to scare Helene. I didn't want to hurt her. I was. You all have we're doing good as a group, and that's good. And I want to do good things in the world, and I thought with my the thing that happens with me, I thought that was like a counterpoint, like some badness that I have to make amends for, and then for the last few minutes I've been sat here thinking, and I thought maybe it's not just that. Maybe I'm not bringing good into the world. I've accidentally killed someone. I've hurt people. I've hurt you all. I've hurt Helene. I may have hurt my friends before, and I just want to do good things, and
This is gonna sound weird, but goodness is kind of subjective.
but it's
Sometimes
not that. I grew up and thinking that the distinction between those two things was very clear, and I hold other people to a high standard that I realise I can't attain myself, or I can't say that I've attained myself, and now I just wonder how do I make amends for it? Is there a scale? Is there? Because this isn't. Let's be honest. It's not the first time something like this has happened, and I don't want to let you guys down.
Trust me, I'm gonna be honest, you're probably not gonna let us down. You need to have more confidence in your ability. You're
That's
powerful
how
enough.
that's how I got into the problem. I was cocky. I was like, I know best. I know what's right. I know what's good. I know what's best for everyone. And I could have really hurt her, and I didn't even think of that. I was so sure I was doing the right thing. I was positive that what I was doing was the thing to do. And I was so wrong. I was so wrong.
You know, it's not a crime to be wrong.
But it's a crime to hurt people and to kill people, which I've also done.
Yeah. It's complicated. The intent wasn't to hurt people. You had best interests at heart. I think that's all anyone can expect. It's not like you maliciously attacked her.
I don't know. I thought that the thing, whatever it was some evil from outside trying to force its way out. But what if it isn't? What if it's just the part of me that? Or what if it's just me doing the things that I'm too cowardly to do? It's like there's a shadow just behind me all the time, following every single step that I take, and it just ruins all the promises I make and poisons against friends. I didn't.
Stop thinking like that. You're not the evil one. Whatever that creature is inside you is the evil one. And you're stronger than it. If you weren't, it would have taken full control over you already. You're the one in control. And I think you're strong enough to keep it at bay. It's not you.
I just need everyone to. I won't do anything like that again. I'll be sure when I try things that people know what I'm doing. But
I will admit, Helene, you don't need to be 100% sure on things. It's all about intent.
As you're saying the stuff like trying to reassure him, he's still obviously quite freaked out. Usually he like worries his hands, like picks at his nails and stuff. When he's worried, he's not doing that. He's kind of like sitting on his hands, not really looking at anybody. But he kind of stands up. He says, "I just don't. I need Helene to know that I will help as much as I can, as much as she will let me. And I think I also need to know what happened to my friends before. So if we find ourselves near Malachite, I'd like to go and see if they'll speak to me, and find out what happened before, because I need to know if I've hurt other people."
And
if you have hurt other people, just know that, and I know it will be hard to hear, but just know we got your back, and it wasn't you.
Some of it was, though. It was the same thing. I was cocky, I was overconfident, I was sure, I was so sure I was right, and I wasn't. And people have been hurt because of it.
Cassian at this point does say, the thing about that, though, is you're learning from it, aren't you?
Am I? Keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again.
Yes, but once you were told to stop. You realised the mistake and stopped.
But the damage had been done. I'd really hurt her.
Cassian turns to and gestures to Helene. Yes, but we've looks to the group. I think we've all done things to hurt people, and the important thing is she's still here.
It's I can't bring myself to forgive myself for it.
I'm not
I
saying
know-
you forgive. I don't forgive myself for much of what I've done.
Don't forgive, but
The
just
important thing is to
accept it.
take it in stride and try not to repeat the mistake.
That's what I do.
Learn from your
Always
mistakes.
That's what I do. I
always don't-
repeat mistakes.
If you ever like make a decision and it turns out to be the wrong one, just own up to it. And if you have to pivot. But at the end of the day, it's not. Don't forget or forgive. Just accept and move on.
Mel says we're all here to help. That's why we're with you. That's why you're with us. We're all here to help each other in whatever we can do.
I don't know what had happened. How I'd be able to keep going on without you all. I need you to understand how much how much this you all mean to me. I didn't have any friends until I met Porridge, and then I met my other friends, and after I let them down and I
Well,
hurt them.
thank you so much. I'm really glad that I mean so much to you, Archie.
Family's different, Drac, but we weren't together then at school. You were a little bit older, and when I had to leave after what happened with my other friends, I thought that I would only have you and only you because you're family, and I thought I'd never be able to have anything like friends again, and I was so scared when we started, and there was the things we fought because I was worried that the same things would happen again, that I would lose the friends because of the danger, and then after this I was worried that I'd lose the friends because I drove them away, and I don't want that to happen, so I'd do anything to keep you all here. But yeah, so Helene, I know you're okay, and I just want you to know I'm sorry. And
It's fine. Don't worry. I'm fine.
and I'll do, and if there's anything I could do to make it up to you, or just tell me, and I'll do it. I'll I'll be good.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
She steps forward and gives you a hug.
He has a bit of a cry, and he keeps
and
saying
casts
it
burning hands. No.
to banishment.
She casts
Bam, bitch.
moonbeams centered on you as you're hugging, so you're grappled.
Yeah.
No.
He sits down and goes, and this is, and then I know I went off earlier, and I it seems silly now, but I went back to the ritual, and I thought that I could help by learning more about the poem and to see, and I was right, and I want to help you all, and if then it felt like it costs blood to help you all, and for me that's a price I would happily pay over and over again. And sorry. So I know more about the prophecy now than I did this morning, and I know, guys, there was a Sphinx there as well. I was going to tell you, but maybe we can go back. I don't know. I'd like to meet a Sphinx. Maybe they'd be able to help. But yeah, I know more about the prophecy. And Helene, if you want, I could learn more about this 50p someone slotted into you if you.
Helene says, I'm all right. If it means you're hurting yourself, then
No. I have it here now, and he pulls it out and he shows it to her. Says, if I need to, well, if you want me to, I can identify it. It might hurt a little bit, but not before what was happening. You'll just stay.
I would say let's wait. I don't think it's. I think it'll be fine for now. I don't want to cause any more.
Okay.
I'm fine for now.
I might even be able to cast it through Riod, and then I don't even have to touch it. I need to read my subclass. I can't remember what the exact wording on it is. But there's something about this. I don't know, Helene. We haven't really properly been introduced, but this what thing that floats around me that looks like him having a great idea is actually an old dead guy.
Speak to her before, and you
but we didn't tell her about
not all the nitty gritty, but you did speak.
Yeah. So this is Riod. You can't see him or speak to him, but
she gives a wave.
Yeah, he's there. He's an old dead elf. And he's
I'm not dead, bitch.
Okay, he's not an old dead elf. He's not dead. He's an old elf who lives in my book, who only I can talk to.
That's strange.
It is strange.
He's not actually talking to himself.
No, yes. If you see me arguing with my book, I'm talking to.
She leans over to Sidon. Are we sure? Are we sure he's not talking to himself? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And anyway, this old elf Riod of mine is not of mine. We're not together. We're just acquaintances. He is
You're a bumbling fool after all.
He's not dead, but he is part of my book, and he was hurt a long time ago. But he said he recognizes if you see, and he shows he's going to minor illusion it for everyone, like an enlarged version of the coin. It's just going to slowly rotate. If you see, there is a knife engraved or grooved into the coin. Riod said that he recognizes it from Galador. So you're from around that part of the world, aren't you?
I'm from the Dynasty.
They're in the same
neighbors.
Yeah.
But I'm from mainland Dynasty, the centre of it, where the Greenwood Temple is.
Everyone else is from around the middle bit, aren't they? And
I'm from down here.
Oh.
Yeah, so no, they're technically bordering with the mountains there, but
the only experience I have is when I came over to Ifraldar, where I went up through the mountains and then crossed and then down and through the back end of Crown Top.
Well, do you recall on your travels there was a village called Petunia in the northwest?
Simon probably would. You would know the town, but I don't know if he would know it well. I don't know why I changed back. I need to go back to this map. This one.
Which one? Oh, Petunia. Not properly. I kind of went over the.
You probably would have gone near.
Yeah, I was closer to more Ferald village and around there, where I saw the Dragon Knights making their move. I think it was a battle. It was a battle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So a battle. So it was kind of more a bit of a distance from. Galador.
Yeah, it would have been a number of days travel through the mountains then in the snow.
Okay. Well, there's a collective of. You might laugh, but when I was younger, I was rather bookish. And
everybody laughs.
Yeah. And I was always been very interested in not monsters, but unusual creatures and strange happenings. This is why I found out there's a sphinx in Pyra, but yes, I was told, I heard rather about 22 years ago, so when I was. Well, I don't know. How old did I say Archon? I don't think this
Archon
is
is 19. I love.
Yeah, like 19. Yeah, so just before I was born, there was this symbol started to appear in the snow in Galador, in this particular village called Petunia, Botunia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I usually completely fucking mangle the name, so
It's crazy.
yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's almost like I wrote this one down phonetically. And so he goes on to say, and they took it as an ill omen at the time, and Rayod said it was the creature that attacked him and totally didn't kill him.
I'm still here, aren't I?
Yes, but no one can hear you.
No one will hear you scream.
The creature that attacked him and dealt with his mortal form was also wearing this. Red, can you recall anything about the creature at all? Any size, color, voice, monologue?
Yes, I can. Hold on, I rolled a 22 on my history check. Hold on.
Okay.
Let
I'll
me go
give you
back through.
advantage.
Let me go through my old notes as
Yeah,
the other one shot.
the book flips open and starts rifling through. Yeah.
So what the fuck is happening?
I'm talking to the not ghost that lives in my book.
I'm not a ghost.
It's not a ghost, but he's just invisible, can only talk to one person. Mavis, this is what it's like every time you meet a not ghost, wink, as well.
Difference is they're actually dead, I'm not.
Nobody can hear you!
I can hear you, though.
He's being so
I'm
sassy.
confused now. He's using complicated words. I'm confused.
So Rayod well, hold on. God, I thought I was ready for that. I just say I had an idea. I didn't think about it until now. Hold on. Give me half a second. God, why is this taking so long to load all of a sudden? There we go. So, Rayod makes so like the book opens, and he makes a charcoal sort of sketch drawing in it, and because I rolled pound the jack, that I will send this image to everyone. Fuck that one. And he describes a very large, seemingly giant-kin creature that one arm was this spike of pure ice, the other one held this massive greatsword that he wielded in a single hand. That symbol was on this belt that this creature wore between on its clothing, and it was covered in ice, and he would mention that it spoke, he can't remember the words, but it spoke giant and primordial.
Okay.
And it was very more deadly than expected.
And it was in the near the village of Britannia.
It was in the Storm's Edge Bridge, above Botunia. Botunia's built slightly into that mountain range. And yeah, they took a trek up to that mountainside and went into a mine, and yeah.
Okay. I will he does a charcoal sketch, and I relay any information verbatim, and I also say, oh, and here is the information on the prophecy, that we have the full prophecy now.
We've got to update the fucking quests.
I have it to hand. 1 second.
I will have to do that for the last 2 weeks then.
Here we are. I've got it. Yeah. I've got it. Weird for weird.
Weird for weird.
Weird for weird.
Weird for rare.
Oh, Jesus.
I've said that twice, I think.
Weird for rare.
Yeah. You did say that twice.
1, 2.
Sorry.
Oh wait,
3.
no, never mind. You didn't. It's just
Yeah,
really
it just
long.
looks really long because it goes on itself so many times.
Can you put it in Discord? I think
I'll
that's
put it in
easier
Discord,
to read.
yeah. Where the fuck is it? in my
I've
notes?
just done it. I've just done it.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was looking through my notes. Should find it. There you go.
Wait, so are we all here listening in, or is
Every
like...
one of you are here.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, Archon would have kind of
But we
apologized
only
to
hear
anyone
one
listening.
part of the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Rayod would have just like done the thing and basically said what I said just in his voice.
Peace out.
And then just been like, fuck you.
Finger guns.
Yeah. Sidon, he says that your finger guns move was his and was always his, and he's going to claim it back. And goodbyes aren't that hard. No, so the last, it wasn't a stanza, it was a doozy, a twofer. Quickly after that, plague will rot the land. Disease and pestilence will be at their command. If anything is left, then war it shall be. Fire, ash, and burn flesh is all I can foresee. Heed the warnings and this plot. All will be again with much of this forgot. If gods do the work of the lesser, it will only prolong the ends for us by our aggressor.
Really nice rhymes, I gotta say.
What does that mean?
Which bit?
All of it.
Yes.
Well, this is a good question because
What's the
at
theories?
first, if you look to the second stanza, at first none will know, but the bones be laid. The sun meets the moon, and the truth will be remade. I assumed wrongly that referred to an eclipse. We have now Rayod, who's mentioned this icy giant creature, the cold ice frozen decay.
Like that right? Frozen with it.
Oh, that might have been me. I copied and pasted it.
Oh.
I didn't copy. I wrote it. So Froxen.
Okay.
Yeah, cold ice frox and decay.
I was gonna say I don't think I did that.
And the cycle will continue unless mortals find out. It seems as though there is some shenanigans going on with the higher beings that it falls to Muggins here to resolve. Parts of it are being revealed as we walk through.
Did I tell you guys about Neve appearing to me the other night? And telling me that when we take Helene to Whittle, she ended with the sun will meet the moon soon. So I
think you must have done, which is why it's in my
I do
notes.
think you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
before the Layla conversation.
Yeah, I think parts of this are metaphor, poetic language. At first, none will know, but the bones will be laid, as in laying out the structure, the pieces falling into place. The sun meets the moon, and truth will be remade. I'm not sure what that will mean. There's no other mention of truth. Oh no, the battle true and all war well fought. Perhaps a precursor to another battle, perhaps with all these incursions of the demonic forces. It is that they are the bones that are being laid, because we are at the end of an era of peace, and I think the thing about prophecy is whilst you're inside of them, it's almost impossible to see the whole thing. I'm sorry, I don't know. But I have it anyway, and this is what I got from the portal. So we at least have. I don't know if it helps.
I'm sure it will help to those who are smarter than me. Why can't prophecy just be straightforward? Do this to save the world, or like
my concern.
Because otherwise they're not interesting.
my concern is that it says at first no one will know, but the bones will be laid. The sun meets the moon, and truth will be remade. Second will be the ice. It seems as if the meeting of Helene and the moon. Wait. Yes.
Well,
I keep forgetting. Sorry, the sun person. It seems like this meeting will be the starting whistle for the horror that falls after. Playing devil's advocate, would it not be wise to delay that meeting until we are sure, see if there's anything further we can find out?
Helene does say, I've already had dreams about ice and stuff.
Yes, but you've not met the moon. Wait, hang on. Which one are you? You're the sun or the moon?
Well, I don't technically moon.
Well, who are we going
So
to
we're
meet then?
simple mortals. We're not.
I have no idea. My entire information that I have is get Helene to Whittle, introduce her to Cass's parents.
Yeah,
And
I
they are
still
the
understand.
sun people, right?
It would be
I
closer
follow
links to that,
Solista,
yeah.
yes, and they do as well. And don't say some people like that. It's the meaning.
What? Sorry, is it? I'm sorry.
Okay,
People of-
how would you feel if I said you were
Some
an
people.
orc magic man?
I mean, I'm an Orling, but you would be kind of on the money. I don't know. I wasn't meant to be dismissive. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not sure which side of the coin, Helene. Neither is she. My point was, if this meeting is the precursor to ice, cold, frozen decay, plagues that rotting the land, disease, pestilence, war, ash, fire, and burned flesh, perhaps it's wise not to allow them to have the meeting. Just a thought.
But if we don't allow the meeting, what happens to the prophecy? Don't
It
I
prophecies
may
think
find
the
a way?
prophecy is so easily circumvented. I think because
Well-
I have read a lot of stories about people trying to prevent, divination
more
and
we-
fate of taking hold, and in doing so, they make it happen.
Like, if we delay the meeting, what happens if then whatever we were meant to find finds us? At least this way we can take full control of it.
I suppose. So, Helene, your dreams of... You mentioned, if I remember correctly, you mentioned at one point there was a white rider.
It was
on a horse.
a silhouette
You
on,
mean
on a white horse.
On the white horse, or the rider itself being white?
It was
The rider was
far
hooded.
away. I couldn't really tell.
Did I just
it-
pull white out of my ass?
No,
Sorry.
no, no.
No,
you
I
didn't.
would call in the white rider as well. Because of the white horse
Let me
thing.
find it specifically so I can.
Okay, so it
think
can't be me. Good to know.
I know it's hard to remember dreams. So there's one dream when I had.
You remember bits and bobs.
Mm.
It was a humanoid person. They were cloaked. So I don't know if I saw what they were like. The cloak was white, grey, and the horse was white. And they were riding towards me, and the cloak that they were wearing was like billowing behind them into ice, and it was going across a landscape towards me.
Do you have the ability to show the image, like create it as an illusion, perhaps?
She shakes her head. No, sorry, I'm not. I don't really know that kind of
that's
magic.
okay. It's the best kind, but okay.
Oh, wait. No, she does. But she has. Sorry, no, I was looking at cantrips for minor illusion, but she has major image.
Oh, major.
I
that is a great one. I don't have that one.
mean, could have, bitch.
I just pick up next level. It's fine.
She says, maybe not here. Should we? Are we going, or are we? I was going to ask, do you guys would have headed out yet, or are you guys just talking in like the
Oh, I assume we
On the
were
side
like
of the
on the
gates.
way and already.
Yeah,
in
I
the
thought
carriage.
we were,
That's
like,
why I was
Okay,
asking.
I think this was a
wagons
group
talking.
conversation because I imagine it's quite difficult to
No,
have
this
a
is a-
conversation on camels. Like in cars.
yeah, I guess.
Well, it would be the same as walking, right? Because camel, like, you don't go full ass running through the desert. You use camels to like walk.
Yeah, but there are 4 camels. You guys have to be in the carts to all be on. Where's the fun? There.
So conversation in the car, basically.
Well, yeah, but there are 2 carts, so not all of you would be there.
I assume one
What?
cart was for NPCs and
Look.
one
What
cart
are you
was for...
talking about?
no.
I'm in the other cart. I don't hear you.
There you go.
Let's
Yeah,
get
we'll say-
walkie-talkies.
We'll say
I-
at this
to be honest,
point, you begin.
I thought we were
I mean, Drac over.
I thought this conversation started before we set off, and
So
then
did I, yeah.
we.
Well, we'll say Helene says that, and you're like, oh shit, we should probably go. We're losing. We're not
Gonna hit
losing
that old
daylight,
dusty
but-
trail, yeah.
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 So if you guys want
I
to
need
just
the toilet.
just wait up. Just
Are we there yet?
That's a bucket. Don't worry about it. That's
Oh.
fine.
if you guys want to just place yourselves in whichever cart you think you'd be in, because one of you will have to be vaguely steering the camel horses. Cass, you've placed yourself down twice.
I can't do. I can't drive. I just say I have no like navigation proficiency.
I mean, no, it's not going to be like difficult. Like,
I
it'll
don't
just
think
be, like,
anyone.
basically, the two people who will be like helming with the camels will be the people who are making checks to like look out for stuff or whatever. So it's up to you guys. But
In
I
my
will-
backstory, Cass has ridden Rodan. I don't
Ridden?
know.
have
Has
ridden.
been on top of horses and camels, but I don't
Well,
have
then-
proficiency.
Well, that's fine. I would say pick who you want. It will be either survival or perception checks. So if that helps you, then there you go.
Oh, yeah,
Cassian's
I'm
got
great
a
with.
+8 in.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. I don't want to do it. So
I can
I
roll
also
it.
have
that's a
+8.
good point.
So...
You could, yeah.
You know what?
So-
I'll take the front. I'll lead.
Okay, so Cass will be on that one, and then what we'll do... Oh god, now this is confusing. I need also Helene's one. So, we will have Cass on this one, and we will have... Jesus Christ, it's the Casses. If I do that, and then Helene can be there, I guess. If you guys want to summers, if you guys want to
Well,
swap around,
if Helene wants to actually get into the car, I'll happily.
that's true. So that's a very sudden thing to do, isn't it? If you guys want to move around at all, just let me know and I can swap people.
That's fine.
Tyler, what are you doing on the roof?
I'm doing a Sonic.
I don't know what it means. Who's Sonic?
It's a great question. What I will
Gotta
do,
go fast.
I will.
Cast
I'm gonna
haste on the horses, on the camels,
I'll
on
swap
one
these.
camel. Just going in a
One
massive
camel.
circle.
But
Hey, this is the party one.
yes,
Oh, Cass, pull him over on one camel to make it a Velociraptor.
Puppy in the front, fucking depression in the back. So I did have people roll random encounters for last time. So you begin your journey off having that conversation, and we'll say Helene will do the thing when you guys get to the pyramids, or when you guys like rest or something.
Yeah.
Like
Next time we make it count.
next time you make a stop, but
Yeah.
it will
Does someone
only.
have
right,
a-
sorry. I was like, what?
What do you think? What?
I don't know. I just completely forgot that she was going to do something. It just went out of my brain. I was like, what?
You were the one who asked us.
I know. I was aware of it.
So it will only be on the camels as long as everything goes according to plan. It will be only about a day, like 8 hours ish to get to the pyramids
Okay,
from
so
Pyro.
4 sessions in, we're
So
gonna...
yeah, yeah. So what I've told you guys the traveling rules. If you guys do get into any encounters, whether it be combat or something else, pick a person, and they are the person who will be.
Any person.
Yeah.
Can you
Pick,
share the character sheets at some point so we can,
No.
see who's best?
No. I
Oh.
told you the classes.
What are the levels?
All levels are they are the same level as you. Every other than Helene and Alex, who are not on that list I sent before, everyone else is at your level, and they can be. You can
I'm
make
pretty sure Helene and Alex
Basically,
are
we've
the
got-
non-combatants.
Two
the-
rogues and a paladin.
no.
Oh, we got a warlock. Sorry, a warlock, a paladin.
You got a paladin, a fighter,
Paladin,
and
fighter.
a rogue.
Rogue.
Because Layla lost all of her warlock weapons.
Layla,
Oh,
if I'm
okay.
not mistaken, is like a giant fighter.
Yeah, so Layla
like
is
Rune
like
Knight
it's
or
like
whatever?
a reflavored version of the Rune. Where Mel is a Dragon Knight Paladin and Katten is a Mosswan Rogue. They all the same level as you guys, equivalent, and have
They're
their
all
own.
they're all combatant NPCs.
Yeah, they have their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah,
as, you know,
I
people.
think fighters and rogue. The thing with paladins are really, really good, but like if you keep dipping into them, obviously they. We'll just.
I mean, you don't have to pick now, but you pick once. If I do say, roll initiative, or you see something, you can pick.
Yeah. Okay. If it's undead, we go.
A character select screen shows up, and you have to select which one you want.
Choose your character.
And I'll tell you just out of this, Layla, out of the three of them, does have the most health, but she also has the most detriments. I call it, because
She turns evil.
No. Let's just say she lost more than her warlock levels when she lost. Like, she has a permanent, disadvantage on certain things. Yeah, literally. I won't tell you what, because that's, you don't know. But she has a permanent debuff on certain things.
You just get to randomly make skill checks until we figure out what it is.
Yeah. Hey, Layla, can you see that? No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Layla, try and intimidate me.
Fuck you! She still has the charisma, she just doesn't have the warlock level. So she's very intimidating.
If we'd have found that Sphinx, she could have made any pact.
Well, she's not going to meet this fine. But yeah, so you begin heading out on the camels, which I don't have names for. You guys can name them if you'd like to.
Eric, Steve, Billy, and Debbie Ray.
What?
I was gonna say Ro, D, and O.
Oh no! Wait.
And then Ro.
Mary, Pippin, Sam, and Frodo.
Yes.
4 of the reindeer from Santa's sleigh, like Comet,
Prancer, Blitzen. One of them. No matter
as
what.
long as one is named Blaster, I'm fine.
Listen. You can name 3 of them. One of them is called Muffin. I don't know why.
Socks, patches, and scraps.
Sven, Olof, Fredrik, and then
Fergie.
But yeah, so I had.
Fergie.
It's up to you. I don't care. But as
It's
you,
important, goddammit.
it's not.
Yeah.
As you guys exit the city, you begin clippity clopping along the sand.
They don't have hooves.
Okay, you begin. Do camels not have hooves?
No, they have like toes, don't they? Camel toes.
Oh, they have the weird 2.
Yeah.
You begin. You begin.
They keep flapping, flapping.
God. You begin trudging through the sand. Then, you are following the normal sort of roads-ish, so it's not too dangerous for now, unless you guys go off course. But you begin to walk, and as per James, I know I did ask you to roll last time. It was 11. It was really boring, and I wanted one interesting thing to happen, so I had Pete re-roll it to get something more interesting. Yeah, that's why I don't usually do random encounters, but I can be bothered to plan a thing for every day.
Rocks fall from the sky. Cass gets a concussion and doesn't know who she is.
Yes. So you begin to go, and you sort of set out. We'll call it midday, and we're high noon. The sun overhead, but sort of very quickly as you're getting into your travels, you see from you guys are traveling south, so from the east, sort of this direction, you do see this massive, Pete, you rolled this desert sand, cloud coming across the land, sort of currently in the distance. It's a sandstorm. It's not on you yet, but
is it the Darude?
It's an Alaskan bullworm.
It's the Darude sandstorm. Yeah, but you are aware of it to your left. Yes, to the east, and you continue on. There's not much really you can do to avoid it, unless you would try to find a place which would greatly slow your travel.
Does it look like it could be a serious detriment? Like we could get lost in the sandstorm if it.
I mean, you definitely could, but it's currently a good hour and a half away, so you still have a bit of time.
I recommend closing all backpacks because it appears a sandstorm is coming in about. It's difficult to tell from here, but I think an hour or so from now.
Mhm.
Why
So you
would anyone have an open backpack? That's just
Well, I have my book in my hand, which I really shouldn't do while driving, but
Yeah.
you know,
you can't.
it
you
is what it
can't-
is.
You can't look at your phone while driving, Cass.
Hey,
Hey,
make sure that
this
bag of
is
holding.
very
Make sure the bag of holding is locked up. We don't want to put our hands in and then reach in and grab a load of sand.
Yeah.
So I should close side and bag and not eat his rations.
Yes. Layla says, "I don't like sand."
It's
No one
it's
does.
coarse and it gets everywhere.
It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
Well, you get used to that.
I mean, I've been here. I still don't like it though.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you, when she lost her warlock pack, she also lost her ability to like sand. But you continue on for the next
Gain
30...
tactile sensitivity debuff.
Yeah, she gains like autism.
Yeah.
And,
Oh no!
and doesn't like the texture of sand.
Yeah.
But you,
I feel targeted. I feel called out.
I'm calling out like half the people here. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
Stone
or
Beaches
you.
Listen, mine's cotton wool. I can't touch cotton wool. It makes me. It
Mine
makes my skin
is
itch.
like foam, like packaging foam.
Oh
Mine is,
yeah.
Styrofoam.
wood. If wood
Styrofoam,
goes
thank
anywhere
you.
near people's mouths,
Yeah.
Anyway,
You must
Um,
hate going to the doctor.
Oh, metal cutlery. When people like. No.
Who the fuck likes to go to the doctor?
Wait, if you...
that's a
So-
good point.
What cutlery do you use to eat then?
No, I eat with metal
fingers.
cutlery.
No,
It's,
but it's
it's when people scrape it against their teeth.
or like
Ugh.
scritched on the.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, you keep going, and
It's like the
Anyway.
autism, like literally, my hands have like gone into claws.
Autism
French
intermission there.
yeah, and slightly quicker than expected, you both Cass and Cass begin to see this wall of sand and wind come across you, and it's blowing around you immediately. You can for I believe Cassian, who's in the one at the back, you guys can barely see the group in front of you on the wagon, so you have to like slow down significantly. So what I will ask is for Cassian and Cass to make survival checks to try and get through the sandstorm effectively.
Please,
I'm
Cass,
gonna give
don't
the person on
fall
my
for
car
Stanley.
guidance.
Guidance.
Before they roll.
Can I give Cass the help action?
No, I did ask who's going. You can't it's whoever's at the front doing it because it's.
Yeah.
I don't want
Do I
more
get
than two people
guidance?
to make checks.
I'll only ask you to see if I can give her advantage.
I'm gonna say no for guidance because it's over a long period of time. It's not like
Okay.
one
yeah, fair
check.
enough.
It's over a long period of time, which is not
16 is good though.
16 is. Mhm.
Above
Decent.
Better
seven.
than that one.
It's better than the 3. However, so you
Doesn't he have oh no, that's 10th and it'll reliable.
10th, yeah.
Yeah.
But in this sandstorm, it's very difficult. Cass, you almost manage it, but you failed by 1.
Aww.
Because I don't think guidance makes sense to this because it's over. No, it's true though.
Over a minute. It's over.
yeah.
No, I get that.
Like
It's just
like an hour
It's
of
funny.
traveling.
That's why I felt really mean doing it because you did fail by 1.
That's what I was thinking. Is like he was guaranteed it with that.
Yeah. So you do continue on, and you get pretty lost. So can everyone, not just the people looking, can everyone please make me a con save for exhaustion?
Fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh,
That
Wah,
one.
The
It's almost
wandering
the
warrior's
same.
getting sleepy.
Well,
uh,
How are you tired? I've been doing all the work. You're sitting in
So-
a carriage.
I wasn't sitting in the garage. I'm on the roof. Remember, I'm covered in sand.
yeah, Siner's absolutely covered in sand. So for those who are on the backup, they do have the +3 from Mel.
A 20 for me then.
Oh god, okay. So the DC is not that. It's higher than a 1. So.
4.
I made 7.
I
So,
suppose traveling in the middle of
9.
the day in the desert is probably not the smartest idea.
well, it was also unfortunate that sandstorm. The Darude sounds dumb. So, Sidon, Drac, Slab.
So everyone in the front car.
Oh, I need to roll for Helene and Alex. Thank you for reminding me.
On a level of exhaustion.
Hold on. 13, she's fine. There's Alex. Mr. Bard, how you doing? Not great. I didn't show up, but I did roll the 1. Hold on, I forgot I had the monster rolls off. There you go. So, let me just go through it again. Sidon, Drac, Slab, Cass, and Alex all take a point of exhaustion. Because the DC was 11. And you...
I didn't do that to me, so I
Love
have no
to see
idea how to do it.
So yeah, on your conditions...
Why is Helene got
like
point
where
of
you...
exhaustion?
Because she... Oh, shit, sorry. I meant to do Alex.
Alex is the one who's...
Because Alex is a start block, so I just clicked the...
Yeah.
It's fine. If you go onto your conditions map, and then you just click that page, you just scroll down to conditions, and you can see it. It's I said the last one.
Oh, is it on the
Below
actual...
unconscious. Yeah,
This
on,
right at the bottom,
on
exhaustion.
D&D Beyond.
Okay.
But yeah, so a lot of you take a pretty not a very nice day from that.
Yeah, I feel
And-
terrible.
Guys,
and
there's sand in my eyes. Can someone take the raids?
too late.
That's not a bad dude.
And
Help
damn
as,
it.
as the storm ends, it's been a number of hours. Been like a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours. And when the storm like finally blows over, you guys look around, and luckily the pyramids are a very big landmark. But you guys have essentially you've gone from where you were on the map to like here and have made little to no progress after like 7 hours.
Just a quick one.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Because I recognise setting off. Why is it reminding me of something?
What's there?
Ardor.
That's where you did a
Uh,
one shot, wasn't it?
It's where a few one shots were done.
It's just the port down of.
It's just the
of
port
a
tab. I
step.
don't.
Okay, I thought we. Okay, no, I might be misremembering then.
I don't know if it's come up in.
It's
campaign.
come up in a one shot. No,
It's come up
not
in
this
one
campaign.
shots, but not in this campaign.
I think that's where. I think that's where.
That's where Locke was from.
Locke lives. Yeah. Her name's not Locke.
Lila. Yeah. But yeah, after that day of pretty much day of travel, you can see the sun is now starting to set on the horizon. You guys have made very little progress, so you do lose that day of travel, and those who have exhaustion have exhaustion.
All the way up, even after the long rest, or would it go after the long rest?
I mean, after the long rest, you guys will be fine.
But we haven't had.
Can we sleep in the
long rest.
car?
Long rest, yeah. But yeah, so like you guys could press on for a bit longer if you wanted to try and make some progress before bedding down. If you wanted to, but if you go for more than like an hour or two, I will have you make checks again for exhaustion.
Not worth it if you already got it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
So-
sorry, guys. It just the sand got in my eyes. I couldn't see anything.
No,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
fault.
fine.
Cassian also says, "Yeah, I apologize. I'm not used to seeing
Can,
so
can
many."
someone sit next to me like tomorrow with like a map or something to like help you a little bit? Or
You have a map,
Like,
but it doesn't help
do
when
we
you
have
can't
a map?
see. Yeah.
yeah, I can't see the map while I'm dealing with the camels and the road. I don't want
Camels
to
are-
crash
How
into
fast are you
anything.
driving, Cass?
I was gonna say you're going at like maybe I think it's like 4 miles an hour. I looked at actually.
I
But
was
if you
having
want
deja vu
help,
to
I
myself
can
the
sit
entire time.
beside you with the map. It's fine.
We could I could make something that would hold the map open, or if you give me a little bit of time, I could minor illusion a position where we are in relation to the pyramids, and it would
Yeah,
tell
but
you when we're
Archie,
getting
you're
off
in
course.
the sad like back cart. We're
Hey, none
in
of
the
us are
front
knackered.
cart.
I would just say all of us here are fine. We may
That's a good
this may
point.
be a little bit melancholy, but you know, I don't feel exhausted. So,
Remember.
Yeah, I think
and we were playing Travel Scrabble,
Yeah,
Boggle.
you guys.
I think
if-
you
I
guys
get
are
travel
right in our-
sickness.
I think you guys were right in our tailwind, so we took the brunt of that sandstorm for you.
But yeah,
Sure, Jan.
camels do go at 5 miles an hour, so not very fast.
And
Like that
cats.
scene in Austin Powers when the guy's like, "Stop!" and the steamroller's coming towards him in like 30 seconds.
And Cass. I prefer Tokyo Drift.
Oh, I also
starting to
prefer
drift
that
with the
song that
cars.
goes gas, gas, gas. I'm gonna hold
Initial
the
D is
gas
great.
tonight.
I love Initial D.
But yeah, so I assume you guys then just sort of like find a decent spot near you and then just bed down for the evening.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, don't forget to check for scorpions before you go to sleep.
What a
Oh,
nightmare!
fuck,
Thank
I
you,
forgot
Cass.
about that. Jesus.
But yeah, unless you guys
if
have
any-
anything.
Prestidigitating all the sand away from all of my clothes. Prestidigitation, dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Desperate to prove himself useful, Archeron will offer prestidigitation services to all and sundry and
Yep.
ask if anyone would like to join him in the scorpion-free, no scorpion zone.
Yeah, I will take you
Oh,
up on that.
speaking of which, who is taking watch?
Well,
Do we need it?
Rayard can keep watch.
Well, we don't all fit in the
No.
Well, the
Yes,
NPCs
but
don't
between
task them.
like Helene has a tent.
Maeve's got a tent.
Mel should have one. Let me. I'll test
I
one.
like sleeping out under the stars.
Maeve's just gonna throw her tent up and then like sprinkle lavender oil all over it.
I was going to
hit me.
I was
Did
going
Archeron
to
get a lavender thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone did.
He wasn't having handed them out.
If you have something with the smell of pine, spiders hate that, so I would also advise to sprinkle that around.
Please
if
stop
you-
telling me about the bugs in the desert. I don't want to
Yeah,
know
please.
about the bugs in the
Let's stop
desert.
speaking
Hey,
about
no,
arachnids,
spiders don't exist in Periphalon.
Oh,
That's a good
sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a spider?
Yeah.
What about
And who's the
centipedes and
Spider-Man I keep
millipedes?
hearing about?
They do exist.
Ah!
I was
Oh
I
no!
was going to set up my bed like I normally do, which is normally between two trees, but because we don't have trees because we're in the desert, I was going to set it up between the two two carts.
Oh, yeah,
and
you
throw
will.
it on
It
the
gets
ground.
very cold in the desert.
Yeah,
at
I was
night.
going to say.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
will-
it was.
Very
Yeah.
cold.
So
But Sidon
Uh,
doesn't know that yet.
You just
So-
a wandering warrior would
He's
know
about to
this.
find out.
Yeah.
We've
No,
been here
just-
for weeks. We
just
should
get-
know that.
Gets cozy in his bedroll on his
So,
hammock.
Helene, Mel, and Cassian do all have tents. I did add one for him because he would have had one. Beth, so if you want to reload the page, you will have one in his inventory. They all have a
Didn't
tent.
need one.
It's fine. You don't. You can just give it.
Maeve's got
You
one.
can give it to someone else.
Okay.
You
fine.
give it to
I-
Sidon.
Cassian, can you lend me your tent? I assume you want to sleep at Maeve.
Here you
Actually,
go.
never mind.
No, here's your tent. No, there you go.
Yeah, thank you.
You have the tent. So, Archeron and up to a number of people can get into the.
I need someone to help me set up the
thing.
tent. I have
Yeah,
At
guys,
one
can you,
point
can,
he
you, can you all
will-
please roll me d20s? I want to see how long it takes you guys to do these tents.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it takes me 10 minutes to draw a circle.
No,
Basically.
no matter a person's
Natural one.
no
Jesus
matter a
Christ.
person's intelligence, making a tent will not help. With like making
No,
a tent does not-
no. For my,
I
I'm
know,
not making the
I know,
10,
I
I'm
know.
just drawing a circle here. But I will try.
so-
I will. Oh, there's a lot of 16s there, isn't there?
So
I have never
uh,
gone camping, but I assume putting the sticks down in sand is like a
It's
pain in the
Yeah,
really
ass.
hard.
I think-
like,
I think this makes sense, and I think for Sidon it's actually good because I was just gonna do like the lower the better because time is easier. So Sidon makes sense. You do it pretty quickly, whereas everyone else struggles a bit. But after 15-20 minutes or so, you get all the tents up, and Archeron
Oh,
has
so
his...
each number on the D20 is
Yes.
minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't,
so
I
I have-
won't do my thing until the very last minute because
Yeah.
once it's in, I've explained to any
Yeah,
any of the
yeah,
NPCs who want to share that this is the sleeping zone, and shenanigans are kept to an
It's
absolute
like
minimum.
the silent cart on a train.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. This is
Alex will...
I appreciate that I have been a slightly a bit of a Debbie Downer today, but when I go to sleep, no,
Shut
no,
the fuck up.
the fun ends. Okay, we're all in for a good time. I need my 8 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Alex will also take you up on the thing because he likes nice temperate.
People can. Actually, I'm the only one who can't leave. So
Yeah.
I think what Archeron may have done in the last village, like when he went to the shop to buy like the velocity measurer thing that he bought, he probably would have bought like some loop earplugs and a mask. But at one point, he kind of like, as it's the last thing he'll do before, like if people are like staying up to
You see, as you guys are like talking, chatting, Alex is making like a meal for you guys. It's probably just something sort of similar. What would it be? I don't know. Like a nice
tuna and cheese panini.
No. Like a stew that you can eat that will keep you warm in the desert because at night and things like that. With some maybe some bits of like flatbread or something that he's reheating.
As we're sitting there, I was like, so I had a thought, a small. Obviously, traveling in the day in the desert is very hot and uncomfortable. Would it not be preferable to travel a little bit at night whilst it's cooler, while some of the heat of the day is retained?
We don't have a lot of visibility. Well, it depends on the phase of the moon.
I can pick light. I mean, if that's your concern, I
thought light lasted for like a minute.
You can still do it.
Cantrip. I can just keep doing it.
God, imagine the boats.
Well, 7 hours of every minute casting light.
No, I didn't mean overnight, because at some point it will get too cold for the camels. But
you mean like from midday to like, I don't know, like 8 p.m. or something like that?
Later,
I don't know.
More like like 2 to 10. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It a bit later. It's just a thought. It depends how long we anticipate being here. It's just a suggestion. I
think that is actually a good suggestion because it should cut our travel days shorter.
You guys probably can't do it now because all of you are exhausted. But if you once you finish at the pyramids, you probably
and also we have already put up all the tents.
Yeah.
It's just
putting those down again.
It didn't occur to me until we set off at fucking noon.
At high noon,
yeah. That it was possibly not the smartest idea, but
in a way, the sandstorm helped because it blocked the sun for.
I tell you what, though, if things do start getting too warm, the reason why none of us got exhausted in our carriage and Archeron pulls out the perpetual thing of cold, we've got air conditioning, so no.
You got what?
So we can keep our carriage nice and cool.
Wait, how'd you do that? Sorry.
With the little shard of cold.
Oh, you just put a fan next to it.
Yeah. It's like just casting gust next to it every few minutes. Yeah.
It's like putting an icebox next to a fan.
Yeah. I just press the digitate in the cart Hey, here's a thing. Here's a thought, right? If I was to cast the tiny hut in the cart. Because that is a fixed point within the cart.
I don't think the cart is
moving.
Wide enough for it to...
Okay. Damn it. It's just like he's used to the desert, but he was north for a little while and he got used to the slightly chillier
and in Malachite you were just you didn't have to leave every so often. But so you all bed down for the night, you have a nice meal. I will say you guys can keep watches if you want, but at least for now, there is nothing that's going to happen at night, so you guys can just sleep.
I will explain that Rayard can do it, and he will wake me up.
Rayard's like, fuck you then.
You don't sleep, Mr. Not Dead.
I don't sleep because I'm an elf.
You don't trance either. Archeron arguing across the campfire with a fucking glow plug. Yeah. Jesus.
But so you all have your nights of rest. Those with a level of exhaustion can remove it. However, what am I looking for? Is it in my notes? Yeah. So can Maeve, Sidon, Cass, Archeron, Slab, and Layla, obviously we'll do that one, make me a con save.
Okay. Nat 20.
Oh,
damn it.
no, 6.
Okay.
3.
So
we're getting scorpions instead of sleeping bags. I'm so sorry.
So, as you all wake up, Archeron and Layla are fine. Whereas Maeve, Sidon, Cass, and Slap, you guys do currently have a negative D6 to your wisdom and con saves.
Oh,
Oh,
Why?
Jesus Christ.
this
This
is
will be
from the
from
con
the,
save
from
from the other
yesterday,
night. Yeah, the previous session. In the-
Oh,
in the
right.
circle.
I forgot
We
about that.
I
failed.
passed
and-
that.
Hmm?
I thought I passed that, Jack.
What did you roll?
I'm not complaining. I've rolled an at 20 now. But
don't think you did.
thought. Oh, okay. I thought. Okay. I
Um,
thought I remember rolling quite high at the time. I don't know what the save was, though. So.
yeah, I never
Save
told
was
you what
kept
the save was.
secret, and
The people who failed were kept secret.
we didn't even know about it until right now. So what is it? A minus D6?
Minus D6 to wisdom and con saves.
Okay.
And if any future con saves for this, don't know if there will be, that will not count. So, for that negative D6. But for anything else.
I also
No,
failed my fucking armor con save, so I am now.
Vulnerable to radiant until.
Yeah, excellent.
Don't worry, I won't fling what was it? Guiding light towards you.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding
I-
bolt.
Appreciate that, thank you.
So,
I wasn't
so-
expecting you to.
Maeve.
After,
Yes, hi.
I was just going to say, can you remind me every single time I have to do that? Because I will forget.
Well, I'll try.
Write it down in your notes. That's what
I'll
I'm
try.
doing.
You can try down on your like your
If,
page
on
or
the
something.
character on the
Yeah.
character sheet, if you go to the notes, the extras page, you can do some custom writing and just write it in.
Yeah,
Oh, dear,
Uh,
who uses that?
me all the time.
So it's
Minus
is it
D6
ability
on
checks
wisdom and con
and-
saves. Saving throws specifically.
same for us only. Okay.
Yeah. And you guys do wake up. Obviously, anyone who on exhaustion is completely fine. Who doesn't have it anymore. And you do, for those who did fail that, do feel slightly like maybe what's the best way to describe it?
Does it feel like chaos is in our hearts?
No,
Are we
you
making
feel
Mark character?
you feel like you're. I don't know. There's this like slight, this like lingering feeling of dread. If that makes sense, like something is weighing on you. Like your back feels a bit heavy.
So normal life then.
Yes, yeah, but it's like
I was gonna say
more-
my back always feels heavy.
Well, it's
Lingering
more
sense
like
of dread is just
you know what,
24/7, right?
Oh, that's
you know
funny,
what I
Pete.
mean. You know what I mean. It's more like I don't know how to describe it. Thanks, guys. It's more like tangible, if that makes sense.
It's the week before payday, dread.
Yeah,
You've got nothing in the bank. Yeah.
yeah. You're looking at your wallet. There's nothing. Fly comes out. You get, like, a one pence
Even the moths in there are looking at you.
Yeah. But yeah. So you do have that, and what I will ask is so. I had-
Also,
Yes.
is it just for the day? Or,
You
or do we not know?
don't know. We had. I did.
Oh,
Have,
you really woke up this morning and decided violence, didn't
I
you?
wrote that.
He
ages
wrote
ago,
that.
so-
He wrote that
Yeah.
ages ago. He wrote that 2 weeks ago or a week ago when we did that circle thing. He
Sandstorm, and then
the sandstorm was
mentally
random.
fucking us
The
over.
sandstorm was random. But yeah, so P roll the last random count. So I will have James. Can you roll me a d20?
Sorry,
Yeah.
James did roll, and then you decided,
James
no,
said
that's
it
wasn't
not good
good
enough.
I
I'm
said it
gonna
wasn't-
make them
it wasn't-
take
it
a
wasn't-
fucking
It wasn't
sandstorm.
interesting. It wasn't interesting. The
At
second
least
roll.
it's
The
just an
second roll
At
11.
least we didn't get a fucking sandstorm.
The other thing would have
Um,
been instant
15.
death. Like heat
I
stroke.
don't feel bad about those letters anymore. I can't wait till Sunday.
Can we take a quick audio break before
Yes,
you
I'll
announce
not
it?
do that. Yeah, so you do. You get on the camels and begin your day, and we will take a quick audio.
Yeah.
You all
Oh man,
you all wake up and have your morning meal given to you by Alex and the bag of cold drink presented to you by.
I
and-
feel so much better today than yesterday.
Oh, I
Yes,
How do you
feel
guys
so
feel?
much worse.
Some of you feeling slightly worse, some of you, yeah.
Artron's like mending his glasses.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Thank you for thank you for letting me get that off my chest. It's been weighing on my mind for a while. Thank you all. And I fixed my glasses now, son. So if you need to punch me again, please avoid the face. This is the moneymaker.
You gotta punch the other one.
You got to go. Please, it's a really bad spell. I hate having it on my spell book. It's more painful to me than being punched in
What's
the
the
face.
spell? What's the
So
one in
do you
Harry
want
Potter?
him to go like for the
Oculus
crowd?
Reparo. Yeah.
If you need to punch me again, like back of the head, fine. Gut. I mean, crotch shot if you must, but not the glasses. Not the glasses.
I'd feel
To be
like
fair,
you'd like
below
it
the
too
belt,
much if he
it's
hit you in the
not
crotch.
okay.
That's a good point.
I
Don't
mean,
you have
I
mending?
wouldn't.
He took it
But this
today.
is the point. It's such a
Inside
bad
check.
spell. It's such a bad spell.
Can you mend
But
your
I thought
dick
you
if
could
that's
like
broken?
cast it for free with your wizard, like the magic item wizard hat, or wizardly
What?
hat,
I
or something
didn't
like that.
get the wizard hat.
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry.
No, we decided it was
it
rubbish
was
because I
a-
could just swap my
Cass,
cantrips.
yeah.
Cass, I've not been wearing a hat this entire time.
Yeah.
I don't wear hats, Cass.
Cass, did you bang your head? No, it's just we thought about it, but I decided at the time.
Yeah,
It
we got
wasn't
the fact that it was a attunement and shit. That it just
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, it just wasn't very good.
It's like alright,
Wait,
but
it's
very
attunement?
specific. Yeah, it's just very
It's okay
specific.
for low levels, but
Yeah.
I've got extra cantrips now, so it's fine. It's just like I can only swap some of
And I
my
do
cantrips
think that
out.
item was before you got the ability to swap the cantrips.
Yeah, no, I got that at 4th level, I think.
No, I mean in general,
No.
like it was the
Oh,
item
right.
existed before.
Yeah.
That item came out in Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Okay, yeah.
It's just not a fantastic.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it can be useful, but not in
yeah,
this
not
circumstance.
for me. But yeah, so someone asked if I could mend
Call an
something else.
ambulance, but not for me.
Sorry, Jack, you asked if I could mend something else.
Well,
Yeah,
I
if
thought
you
your
can
glasses
mend
were
your-
broken.
What?
I've
Yeah,
just,
never mind. Sorry.
what? Sorry, I just said I'd fix them. Look, fixed. Okay, sorry, Drac, you were saying?
Yeah, I forgot.
Yes, me too. Okay.
I
Um,
just stoned out. So.
But yes, so you all, I assume, get back on the same setup that you were last time, unless there's any differences that you guys want to say.
I'm good. I'm
and-
getting on that roof.
And you,
Wait, not again! God damn it!
and you all get on the wagons.
Get on that thing.
Wiggins.
And can I have Cassian and Cass both make the perception check?
Yes.
And I've been rolled a 15 on the encounter.
Now I have
know,
to do the minus D6, right?
So saving
No,
throws.
saving
Saving
throws.
Oh,
throws.
saving
Okay.
throws. Oh, I got that wrong then.
But yeah, so as you're going, you are like, please not another sandstorm, please not another sandstorm. And we'll say, Cass, as you're like at the one at the front, you like look up slightly more, and you see over, you go over a hill, and you can see just in front of you to the right is a small desert oasis.
Oh, nice! Guys,
with-
look, we can refill our water here.
No, it's not.
Somehow
It's
feel
not.
this is responsible for this.
Sorry?
This is good. Archon somehow feels responsible for this.
But yeah, it's a small desert oasis that you guys can go to if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you mind if we swing it out? It's interesting.
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
mind
dive
a
into
quick
the
stop.
water and have a bath.
No, Sidon. Please, people use this for drinking.
Yeah, but it's
We
also
can
pure
first
water that we
gather
can
all the water we need, and then we can like get a soak.
Yeah,
No, I meant for other people.
Or animals.
I
Well,
mean, I assume
There
that.
was
I
just a
assume other.
sandstorm, so if
Yeah.
it's still drinkable, nothing we can do will change that.
I
You
also
weren't here when we
assume-
first met Sidon Cass. It had been weeks.
Oh,
Hey.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Wait, so how did you keep your gi clean? Because it's white, so
He
that's
did-
He did.
very
It's
easy.
grey.
It was
It-
black
it
when
was
we
grey?
met him.
It was.
Oh,
It was
I
all
assume it
comes
was
to
also
colours.
like slightly yellow, like the armpits from the sweat.
No.
Anyway,
Because there is no armpits for it. It's got ripped
Yeah,
off.
he did.
It's
really
sleeveless.
it is.
Sleeveless.
Yeah, the sleeves were ripped off in the initial
It's a
image
very,
beside him.
the old gi was very, very tattered.
Yeah, this. Which one are you wearing, by the way?
I'm wearing Ultrons because
Ultrons
that's the
one.
one that has the
Yeah, I can never remember.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I got to draw that soon.
It's like patchwork. It's not like. It's
I
usually different.
imagine it. So this is how I kind of imagine it, and it's like. So you said it was made out of, like the sort of
different things. that you
null
guys have found.
flesh and like that type
No,
of
so
stuff. Not the null flesh. But
Specifically,
you know what you
it's like a little bit of the null like pouches.
Yeah.
Flesh. Sorry. Ugh. But the majority of it is made out of the like the burial suits of the vampire scrubs we fought, and then like odds and bods because we've not had like super many fights. But one of the things Ultron was doing was fucking hell, I forgot to do it again. I was gonna look at what I could do with those goddamn goops that I picked up.
Oh
Jesus.
god,
Oh no!
Right, I'm doing it tonight because we're not gonna get to the things. I'm looking at the goops tonight.
you are going to get pyramids today.
Right. Oh, we are
Well,
going
we are doing a
Oh,
break right now in
maybe.
this oasis, so if you want to do
De-
anything.
depending on how long you guys take here, you guys might or may or may not get that.
But yeah, I imagine that gi would have like maybe a bit like weirdly like a bit of animal skin, like you know how like it's like fur coat, but not a fur coat. You know what I mean? Like I think the best way to describe it is like Broly from the Dragon Ball movie.
Oh, the new one? Yeah, I understand.
He had that fur wrapped around his waist.
Yeah.
I imagine that type of thing going on.
So it would be stylish. Like Archon would want you to have a nice thing, but I'm like he would also be happy to like recut it for you. He has the ability to chop and change it if he needs to. It just costs a 4-level spell in 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
Nah, he's happy with it. It looks stylish and it works for him. And it's like it's stylishly tattered, if that makes sense. Like you know how you can get distressed jeans.
Yeah.
I imagine it's kind of like that. So it's like I imagine it's still sleeveless and probably still looks like rips on the sleeve, but it's like by design.
But yeah, so at this pool, you guys can take a short rest, and if you do, I mean, I don't think any of you have any, but you can remove a point of exhaustion while
nice.
resting at this pool. But I don't think anyone has any. And you can restock your water, and have a nice hours like meal in the sun, out of some shade with some trees and stuff like that.
How deep does this oasis go? Just
It goes probably in like the deepest parts, no more than like 10 feet ish. So relatively, but like
pretty deep, then.
yeah, but only a very specific
Yeah.
point, probably like just in the very middle of this.
Yeah. So it's not like a small puddle of water, or
No, it's
or
big
like
enough.
an over like a massive cavern of
No,
water. It's
no.
like a swimming pool.
Yeah, it's like a swimming pool. There's a shallow end and a deep end.
Hey,
but yeah.
Maeve.
Mhm.
I finished that book you let me borrow.
That was fast.
Yeah, I spent a lot of my time reading. How long?
Yeah,
how far
reading.
along are you with that sequel you have?
About halfway. But I could speed
Oh.
read if you.
No, don't worry about it. Just enjoy it. I'll just reread the book. It's fine. if you don't mind lending me like a week more or so.
No, of course.
Thank you.
God. But yeah, you all take your short rest and can regain any hit dice. I don't think anything has really come
I
up.
didn't lose anything.
That you're fine. Then you're fine.
Slab just died, just so you know.
Slap did just die.
All right, it's in a bit.
Lap has been dead for like 72 hours and we haven't realized it. because he's
No,
naturally
no.
green.
Slab just overslept, and then Silas picked him up and threw him in the water.
But yeah, so you all have that
He's
short rest,
floating face
and-
down. Are you sure he's okay?
Yeah,
We've got water breathing. It's fine.
It's true. Yeah, you all
He's a
take
water
your...
goblin.
He's a water goblin. You will take your rest and can continue on. You can see the pyramids in the distance starting to get closer, and you probably, if you were to push on, maybe an hour-ish after like it starts to get dark, you can probably make it by today, or you can like take it chill with it.
Want to push it and we get to it today, or do you want to take it a little bit slower? Another night in the desert.
Well,
Salt and
I'd say
pepper exist in this world as well now.
I mean, we can just. I mean, it's only another hour. Did God say?
Yeah.
oh
I mean-
yeah, then carry on.
We
Do-
can
do-
get that.
We get, having been there before, are there places to stay at the pyramids? Is it a good idea to arrive at night?
I mean, there's not places to stay, but people do stay outside, like
Okay.
in like tents and stuff, just to
But we
Do
would
any of
have
them
like
set
the
up, like,
security
little
that
pockets?
no monster will approach.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I assume.
there's usually a lot of people there. There are like some guards and some like acolytes around, so like it's a safe enough place.
Do any weird question? Do any pilgrims who make the trek to the pyramids and all that, do they set up like small little markets for like religious supplies and stuff like that?
It's not really a religious place, but I mean, you might see people who are like selling stuff, just to make some money while they're traveling. But yeah, so
We'll build it.
you continue on your day, and if there's nothing else you want to, talk about in that day, you do get to that point where the sun is getting dark. It's starting to get dark. Any lights you have there are bugs flying around it. It's awful. But it's nice, it's cooler now. It's not as awfully hot. And we'll say, if you guys do want to keep going, can you all make a con save? This will be the minus the D6 for anyone who does have that. It's only DC 10. Oh my god.
Okay, mate,
Oh,
minus fucking
It doesn't
2.
even matter.
Yeah. Well,
Oh wait, hang on. Are we near Mal?
It doesn't matter for me.
You are.
Well,
Yeah.
the 6 it won't matter.
No. Oh yeah. It's only she only +3 to her thing.
Oh, well.
I got a 6.
So anyone who rolled below a 10,
Yeah, it was a DC 10 piece, but it didn't
Yeah.
really matter.
anyone who rolls below 10 will have a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
It's well, and you will have that in the morning because it's like you're going longer than you need to. That's not my fault. That's what you guys chose.
Yeah, fair enough.
My
Did any-
rolls have been so
God,
bad
no.
today. I haven't rolled above a 10 all day.
Here.
This travelling is exhausting.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
even
understand
know.
why we're
I
so
don't-
tired. We're literally
We've been in a
sitting in
car,
a wagon.
yeah.
We're not
Just
doing
even up-
anything.
Well, I think
Well,
that's it.
These
When you body,
camels are
body
such
stagnates,
assholes. They keep going to the left.
well, here's the thing: when your body
Walk then.
stagnates, when you just sit there for doing nothing, your body just naturally feels this exhaustion.
I know a lot about
If we-
stagnating to be decided.
I know a lot about how
cooking-
the body works. Like if
Cooking
I
in the
wasn't
sun
if I
the
wasn't an
entire day,
adventurer,
and I
I'd be a
can't wear
PT.
hats to help.
But yeah, so you make it to the outskirts of the pyramids. I won't change the map because it's a daytime map for a specific scenario. But you can see the pyramid in front of you, this massive pyramid made of
That is really
these sandstone blocks. There's like this golden metal, probably it's just gold at the tops around the sides. You can see there is like a main entrance with stairs leading up and statues to the front, but you can see it's kind of like blocked off to the public for now because it's so late. You can see a number of tents set up. Most people are asleep because it's probably about 11-ish.
Bedtime.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
We're rocking up there singing Salt and Pepper.
Yes.
Okay, when we go to hotels, only elves driving
Real
because I'm not dealing with the camels again. I'm sorry.
There is like
Thank
a
you, dude.
there's like a many like there's not a stables area, but an area where everyone has like the wagons or the camels or whatever they're using to
Oh,
travel with.
we have to like put something on these camels so we know it's ours.
No, we've named
Does
it. This
anyone
is
have
nothing.
like?
Were you not?
Yeah, and also we have the.
Oh, Muffin's got a very iconic and noticeable hump. That's why he's called Muffin.
Yes.
And Muffin comes when
Poor
called.
camels.
Muffin.
An animal handling check.
I'm not handling this camel to make it come.
Or we can.
That's not what I
Oh
asked.
my god.
I said,
That was the joke. I said it comes when
Oh,
called, and then I
nice.
did a camel orgasm.
I thought you were like trying to call it over and making a camel noise to call it over. I wasn't listening. Can you make me an animal handling check?
Can I use that animal handling to like get like the differences between our camels and the other
You can identify their camels easy enough. They all have like it's fine. Yeah, you
Muffin
will.
has the most distinguishing
One of them is
feature
a dragon in
with the fact that
disguise.
it's got a muffin on
Listen,
the top.
you will be at disadvantage, Cass. You do have exhaustion.
No.
But
God
you can
damn it!
you can recognize the camels easy enough. It's fine.
Yeah, they're like My Little Pony and have like butt marks on them.
Yeah.
Wait,
Called
what?
Cutie marks, actually.
Oh, fuck off!
But
Surrounded by bronies.
I assume you will bed down for the evening. And
Wait,
That
is
was
the
such a,
brony just a furry
actually-
but for ponies?
Fucking love Pinkie Pie. Like, just
Please don't
peak.
say that in public.
No, I'm not ashamed that I enjoy things like My Little Pony.
I feel like James is the only one who can say he does have a daughter. But it
I
makes
liked, no,
sense
fuck
the
that,
reason
I liked
he-
it before we had the daughter, right?
Before we have the
You
door.
an out! I was giving you an out!
I am sat here looking at the My Little Pony role-playing game core rulebook, right? I will take a photo,
There's
post
a
it to
core
General, show you I'm not lying.
It's My Little Pony TTR.
Yeah, it's
so
an
I'm
RPG,
fucking
it's a 5th
confused.
edition based RPG.
Can we play it?
I don't
Yeah,
want to know more.
I've been desperate to play it. I've got Hellboy as well, and Lord of the Rings.
Hellboy, I'll play.
We need to mix the three together.
Yeah, yeah I'll be Hellboy. I'll be Twilight Sparkles. Okay.
Hey, I have 4 weeks. I might come up with something. Don't worry.
I'm Gandalf the Grey, riding
How
on
do you think
Pinkie
you-
Pie with the Hellboy.
What one does not canter into Mordor?
One does not simply canter into Mordor. That's true.
Damn, I can't believe the power of friendship defeated Sauron.
Of course it did.
I literally did.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Friendship of elves
so I assume you will take a long rest unless you're doing anything
Bold of you to assume. I'm
specific.
kidding. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I assume
Everyone except Nathan Cassian is.
The only thing I would say is I know he offered it and she said no at the time, but Archon would ask again, does Helene want me to identify what this thing is? Because well, first of all, I would see I'm going to look at it with an Arcana-ish guy. That isn't a word.
Yep.
I've got disadvantage. I am going to give myself guidance because I've got the sleepies. Ooh, a nat 1. Will it matter if I roll the nat 1s? Do you do nat 1s on checks?
I mean, it's an 11.
Yeah, I know, but it's a nat 1. So I mean, is it
No,
worth having
it's
the
still
guidance?
an 11. You can have the guidance. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't do that one. It
Oh,
doesn't make
15.
sense in my head.
Yeah.
15, not awful. This just looks like a.
That's
bit
insane.
of-
I got a 15 on the nat 1.
It looks like a bit of frost shard crystal that's been carved into it. It doesn't have any arcane significance above what normal frost shard crystals have.
Okay. But I would ask.
To
her
your
again.
knowledge.
Okay. I would say, oh, I'm so sleepy. Helene, if I do believe though there is something about this that would tell us more about your dare I say condition.
I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
Okay. Right. Okay. Everyone. I have to touch it to do this. So, does anyone have the spell? No. Before you guys, do you have the spell resistance?
She does not have it prepared.
Okay. Damn it. Well, I do have resistance to cold damage anyway. So fingers crossed, this will not suck too bad.
So, yeah, go for it.
I only have to. It's been a new day, so I can do this as like an action thing, but
Is
it will
it a
take me a
minute?
minute to cast. Yeah.
It's fine.
Where the hell's my?
Do you want me to enhance ability?
No, it's just identify. So
It's just identify. Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'll use my ability to do one ritual day as a minute, but that is as fast as I can cast it.
yeah. So can you just roll me a con save? This won't break concentration no matter what. I'm just seeing, because depending on what you roll is how much damage I'll have to take.
5.
Oof. So it's a minute, so it would be 60.
60?
No.
60?
60. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember the dice.
Triple the maximum. I can't believe it.
So it would be this half because you are resistant to cold.
Because of my
Oh,
shoes.
fucking hell. Forgot to do. My brain's not working today.
Does
So,
Arthur
28
even
half
have
to
60
14.
health?
Yeah. Right, okay. 14 damage. Okay.
And you identify this.
Yeah.
At the end of that minute, you identify it to be. It's not a magic item. If you identify it in terms of magic, it would just be a frost shard crystal. But I will give you the name that I have somewhere. Hold on. It is the emblem of the frigid scourge.
Okay. Sorry. The emblem of Scourge. Okay, that's not how you spell Scourge. Scourge.
Scourge. But
okay, cool.
It doesn't have any specific spells on it, and it doesn't have any magic qualities above Frost Shard, above what a Frost Shard crystal would have. So it is nothing. I can't give you anything.
It's just a weird frosty coin.
Yeah, they clearly has some, not significance, but has some other, thing to it, but it's not magic in any more way. Yeah, it's not magic in any more way than a Frost Shard crystal.
Okay. The disappointing. I would say probably not worth the quite significant amount of damage I would have taken were it not for my cool shoes.
Oh god, that was a low roll. She does give you 9 points of healing. Back.
No, it's okay. We're about to sleep. I suppose. Thank you very much. He licks his finger because it's got a little bit of frost burn on it.
Your tongue starts to freeze.
Yeah, I lick it. No, it's good.
You put it in your mouth. Brain freeze.
Yeah. We could make slushies with it. I can't. I thought there would be maybe some more to it. This is. I could do this whilst we were in not Oliver's basement, but the building of the house we found Oliver in. I made a copy of the ritual that I could try to set up, but it would maybe take a while.
It would take time. Yeah, it wouldn't
It'd
be
take
something.
time.
Take time. It'd have to be you'd have to figure out how to do it. And you did roll high on the check before, I remember, but it wouldn't be the case of doing it in the sand. You'd have to be in a semi-permanent spot and take time to look over it, make sure you understand it, to copy it down.
Okay.
As well.
I eventually I hope would be able to cast the spell Legend Lore, which will enlighten me to this kind of thing. But if we find a more powerful mage, we could perhaps ask them. I'm afraid I can't tell you anymore. Sorry, I thought I'd go. Never mind. No harm done, no foul. I'm going to play with my goop.
That's crazy.
John.
I didn't want to know that, but okay.
No, the goop we found in the Feywild, the goop that I've been carrying for a week, and every single day I've forgotten to do something with it.
Remind me.
Nailed poke.
Remind me which ones.
I have many goops.
I didn't need that wording.
I have
a man of many goops.
Yeah, shifting slime goop, water weird goop, and I've got rid of the dark shed amulet, so I will get rid of that from my other possessions. I also have the lighting cues for the show.
Slime? What was it?
I have written down as shifting slime.
It was the green ones, right?
I just have shifting slime. I don't have a colour, I'm afraid.
Okay,
but I do have the golden grass from Order as well.
Yes. Hold on. I'm just trying to find the creatures first. So that's easier for me. It was near the end of that. It was. I believe it was here. What was the sewers? It was Oh, they were just called shifting slimes. See if I can find it, because I don't know if I can actually find it. Okay, yeah, so the water weird I have on hand. So, with that, if you want to make me a... I'm just trying to figure out. So, with the water weird goo, as I read down here, water weird fluid. What you can do with it is, you could make me a alchemist supplies check, which you can use your intelligence for.
Okay, I don't naturally have proficiency, but since I've loaded it, can I use borrowed knowledge to give myself?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Right, so I will give myself proficiency. Let's use nature because it'll be the same thing. Nat 20, baby. 27.
So, with the water weird fluid, it is not it can't be used for a specific substance. If it doesn't for a specific substance. In what it can do though is if you have a potion or other vial of something, you can use the water weird fluid to essentially duplicate the potion. So what you can do, if you have a regular potion of healing, for instance, you could pour half of it into another vial, and you could use the water weird fluid to make 2 potions.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have that much of it. I would say you'd have enough for 2 uses.
Can you do that with a greater potion as well?
I would say you could. I think anything above greater would be too much for the amount, so you could use more charges. So you have 2 uses of the water weird goo. If you were to do a superior, you would have to use probably both of them.
Yeah. Is there any?
What we'll say actually
potion,
for uncommon and lower, you can use 1. For rare or very rare, you can use 2. We'll say that.
Okay. Common, uncommon.
Yeah.
Common 1 charge. Rare, very rare. 2 charges. Okay. Cool. That's dope.
Let me see if I can.
I don't think we have any useful potions at the moment, but
if you do, that's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And it will last because they don't last forever. It will last for probably another 5 days ish because you have it in a vial. You have it in a vial, so it's fine. But obviously, it still
if
has
I put them in my bag of holding?
In the bag of holding, probably not. Maybe the bag of colding that Alex has.
Okay.
What if I keep it near the cold shard thing that I've got?
You can put it in the same jar if you wanted to. And
freeze it.
And essentially freeze it, yeah. Which will make it last for
meal prep.
Yeah. Which will have it last for a bit longer.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll empty the sand and I'll do that.
I'm just trying to find an equivalent because I don't actually have one for the
so there were only 3 things. There was a shift in the water weird and the golden grass from order, which I think hurt me to pick.
Yes. There was the just gonna myself a quick thing. Yeah, so the shifting slime goop isn't anything specific. It's not that useful. It can be used as a decently corrosive acid. So is there a different acid thing? Because there's the basic acid, which is really shit. I'm just trying to see if there's a slightly better one.
I don't think there is.
You don't think there is? I will make something for it when I get the chance. But yeah, it's a slightly more potent acid. They probably, in a decent amount of time, over the course of a minute, probably burn through wood, something like that. And then the order grass. Let me see if I can find it. So the order grass can be used. Because I'm trying to find it and I'm struggling.
Guys, RP.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any potions? I know we have the potion of dragon thing.
Potion of a
I
couple
have-
potions.
I've got the dragon vessel, and I have a potion of greater healing.
Yeah, and
I have a
two
normal potion of healing, but I
potions.
can't heal, with spells.
Yeah.
That's
I
way
think
Okay,
cheaper.
potions
so-
of healings are weirdly, I think, not as useful as like other potions, like hit,
Yeah.
resistance or whatever.
They're way too expensive for what they do. I
So
think.
what I'll say is that the grass that you got from order can be used in. It can be mixed with similar to the water weird. It can be used to. It can be mixed in with other potions to ignore any random effects from them. So if you were to do a healing potion, it would give you the max for that potion. If you were to do like a poison or something, it would do the max damage if ingested. Things like that. So it's like a
maxed die roll. Yeah.
yes. So like max on any of the dice.
Okay, that's pretty
Um,
handy.
yeah.
So if we were to say, hypothetically, get the greater healing, do the water weird thing, and then put the grass into it, it would be a
It'd be
bonus
a
action, one-stop shot maximum of
Yes.
whatever greater is. I can't
Yeah.
remember off the top of my head.
4d4 plus 4, I think.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay, cool.
That is massive.
you only have. I would say you only have enough for one because it hurt
Yeah.
you to pick it.
Yeah. That's fine. Okay, cool. I will share that information. I like pick and prod at the stuff. Again, James will say, I think there are cooler potions out there. And I have, Archon will say, weird coincidence, I have a spell. I actually think I have it prepared, called Alchemical Bind, where if I drink a potion, a enemy or a willing target would have the same effect happen to them. So, for example, if there was a creature who we desperately wanted to, I don't know, give brain freeze to or hurt, we could drink a damaging potion and they would have the same effect on them. Not ideal, but equally.
What if you, this is a weird one. Does drinking booze count as drinking a potion? And if so, could you like get yourself drunk and pass it on to a target, and then make that target, I don't know, have disadvantage on all of his abilities?
I think it would
yes,
depend
because
on
say
the.
a substance. It just says
if it was something that was very alcoholic, because it's like a single drink. Per
Oh, is it? It's okay. So
it's
it's
what you
not.
can drink in 6 seconds, basically.
We
Okay.
drink a potion and
So it's not like a concentration. You
No,
do it
no,
every
no.
round until you're absolutely blasted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so what's the range on that on the spell?
I've never cast it, but my my research leads me to believe it's 30 feet.
Okay. And
so yeah, you could do that both positively with
out
like
of
an
game.
Yeah.
Like, does the enemy like do saving throws of that? Or
Yes.
does it just happen?
So if Archeron drinks the potion and does the spell, and it's like a negative effect, both Archeron and the creature will make the save. We'll make the saving throw, and if Archeron succeeds and the creature fails, the creature will take the effect. Archeron won't, vice versa. It's cool, and it can be used in a positive way, with a healing potion to duplicate the effect if you could.
It's just never really come up.
Yeah, I mean it's very specific, but it's also I think it's fun.
But it isn't clear in the wording, but it appears that I have to drink the potion as a bonus action.
I'll
Well,
allow it to be used
In the same action as I
in the
drink
same
the potion.
action.
Okay, okay.
It's
I have got it loaded, so
it's like a
I
booming
probably-
blade. It's like a booming.
Yeah, okay, cool. And one other thing with Archon, if it's single target, which this is, he's very, very good at making particular individuals' lives miserable with like debuffs and stuff. So I can really make life unpleasant for individuals.
Yeah.
With
great.
silver buffs and stuff. But if anyone's tried, we could try with a healing potion or perhaps a hot chocolate. Or,
love the hot chocolate cancer. You have to down the hot chocolate though.
yeah, in one, but it's hot. So
Yes.
it's like,
It's like the ones from the Polar Express.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Ooh.
it.
What?
What?
I've never seen it.
You need to watch it with Libby.
There's so
I
many
don't
films.
remember it.
I
Wise
can't
Words
because of the
of-
Uncanny Valley
Oh
like,
yeah, no, I
CGI
get
in
that.
it.
In the wise words of that one kid from School of Rock, you're tacky and I hate you.
I have seen School of Rock.
Good.
have seen School of
Genuinely,
Rock.
I've forgotten Polar Express. I don't remember any
Yes,
of it.
you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, so I assume after doing your
Toy
little...
Story, never seen that either.
I'm going to stop talking to you.
Oh no, I'm joking. Of
Okay.
course, I'm so sorry.
After your
I was there when
little...
it came out, man. I saw it in the cinema.
Where were you when Toy Story came out?
Yeah, where were your children when?
But yeah, so you do your investigating, and I assume then head to bed.
I just imagine the rest of us sitting around the campfire playing like Uno.
I imagine Silence punching air.
Of course he is.
Haha! +4. Take that, babe.
Get
Let's change it to red.
you will eventually have your long rests, and can Maeve, Sidon, Cass, and Slab will make the con saves.
Yeah.
Without-
If you
without the-
remember,
without
if
the
you're
negative.
in maybe
Wow.
the Tiny
Oh
Hut, you've got
my
you got Mel's.
Oh,
+3, remember?
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
we rolled
that
so
doesn't work
well.
when you're
as-
incapacitated.
Oh, damn it!
And
That was
incapacitation is sleep.
So
You
that's
don't- you don't have to do.
50 movie.
Well.
I did say you don't have to do the d6 for this, so
Oh,
it's fine.
Okay.
Ah,
So,
okay.
That's
Thank
a free.
goodness.
so
That's a 21.
in the morning, Slab and Cass, you no longer have that effect.
Jesus Christ! What's the save?
You don't know.
It's
Big old
somewhere
number.
between
Are you kidding me?
21
I've still
and
got
3.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're.
Are we no longer exhausted?
But
those
did the
who
air
are-
beat you up?
For those who were exhausted, you are still exhausted because you got less sleep.
Pushed on. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
you
pushed
pushed
on. Yeah.
What? So then if we
Um,
got a level of exhaustion last night, we still have it.
Yes.
Oh shit! Okay.
Wait, does Lesser Restoration remove exhaustion?
No, it's
think
great. I
greater.
need to add that to my.
Ah, what the shit.
conditions.
It says one condition though.
Yeah, that's not.
Hey, what does exhaustion do?
It's
The,
disadvantage
first,
checks.
the first level is just disadvantage on ability checks.
So I've
Um,
got disadvantage and a minus.
Well, the d6 is only
Six.
on saves.
On saves.
It's only on wisdom and con.
Well, that's
Only
all
the
right
important
then.
rolls.
Yeah, that makes it better.
Well, that's all right then. I
Well,
really,
fucking me for complaining.
I really like that episode. Not too bad.
Yeah, I know that's fucking meant. Yeah.
Yes,
Great.
the same.
Single.
Oh my god, I can't believe they talk to him.
I've just not seen it. I don't know what to, I've sort of been. My brain's gone now. Yeah.
That was it. That
That's
was the thing
That's
that
the
said you
best
over.
way. That is the best way to just beat anyone in any form of argument. It's just reiterate what they say. Going.
I wasn't even arguing. I was just confused.
Oh, fuck's sake.
But in the morning, you'll wake up. Some of you feeling better. Some of you not.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's
I'm
like-
tired.
Oh,
You can just
oh.
hear the shade like.
I'm still tired, boys.
Oh, and I've still got to fucking roll my con save for the armor. Oh, great!
God.
Fucking excellent! Oh, I love it!
Well, the
I'm
armor's,
so happy!
the armor's
I'll make
effect
sure not
doesn't,
to hit you with the guiding bolt
the armor's
today as
effect
well,
doesn't
don't
really
worry.
do much. But...
I can't
Hey,
imagine
Just
it's
put
minus
a
six.
bullet in my skull at this point. I'm a
I don't know what the
detriment.
gun is. I have a hand crossbow if you want.
You've got Eldritch Blast, it's alright.
Yeah,
it-
but she's in melee with herself, though it'd be disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
I'll just fire it straight up and hope it like ends and then drops back down.
But in the morning, you will wake up and can see there is like a small.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you wake up.
You will wake up and you can see there is a number of people now around the pyramids. This one that you're near, the main one that's still sort of used occasionally. You can see there are statues around. You can see a number of people are talking. Some of them wearing, Jesus. Some of you wearing some of them wearing like generic guards outfits. Some of them wearing like robes, and some of them, I would say, Archeron and Drac would definitely recognize to be mages and like people from Malachite, from the university, who have come here for like a not like a school trip, but like a excursion for like information and things like that. And I'll change the map.
Oh, Archie, do you see Brian and Steve over there?
No, I owe him money. No.
What do you mean money?
Like, gold.
How
Are
much
you okay,
money?
Drac?
Yeah, I just had an aneurysm or something. Yeah.
So
Pretty serious, Drac.
you do see. I would say for Archeron would recognize him. I would say, Drac, can you make me a history check?
I can do that. In a second. Where's history there? And I'm guess it's not Faithine and Undead.
No.
Huge.
21. So you do recognize one of the
Sorry,
people
I just
from.
gotta say, Mummy is exhausted.
Oh God! You do recognize, along with Archeron, someone who is named from the university. It is this guy over here. He's speaking to two of the other like apprentices who were at the school. He's speaking to Brian and whatever the other name was said.
Steven.
Brian and Steven, yeah.
Two most generic
yes.
names ever.
So 20 Brian and Stevens out there. You're generic. You would know this man to be Kieran Delith. I will just send his name.
Yeah, I need to write that down.
Yeah, everyone, that is someone who went to university with Drac and I, Kieran Dillith, but we called him Kieran Dicklick, but he's fine.
What did we? I didn't do that.
I was gonna say, if someone did that, they would have got a spell to the face.
A black.
Yo, Dicklick!
Wait, did you call him Kieran Dicklick because he was like your tutor and you just
No,
sort of...
so
No, I'm joking. I didn't really have much to do with him.
So Archeron and Drac would know that Kieran was the year above Archeron, and he.
What do you mean above Archeron?
The year above, so like
older year.
I didn't hear year. I just heard above Archeron. I was like, what?
Can I? Yeah, he is the. I'll send the image and then I'll describe him. He is a.
He's, I didn't really have much to do with him, but yes, Kieran.
Dillith. So, Dillith.
Dillith.
So I cheers.
Sounds
He.
like rustage when they say delicious.
Delicious. Yeah.
He is a tall elven man with sort of grey skin and curly black hair. He has sort of these purple markings that go down his cheek just below his eyes. And you can see he's currently talking to a few other people. His arms are crossed and he is like gesturing for this person in front of him to speak. And for someone who you would know as a wizard, he is surprisingly muscular and does wear a set of black and purple scale mail. Yeah.
I can also wear scale mail.
Well, that's because you fucking
Artifice, mate. Can we tell what type of elf he is? If he's got grey skin?
He looks like Drow. I mean, that's the only.
Oh, there's no way a full-blood drow would exist in the desert. That guy would be dead in an hour.
He looks like Drow. He could be Shadowkai, but probably not. But he does look like he has some.
And to be fair, since we
Like a
know him,
half
he's
drow.
in like
he could be a half Drow. I mean, you're not entirely sure. I mean,
Do
Arthur
you
would
reckon
be.
that drow and half drow get like sunburns really easily?
Well, I assume
Yes.
half drow don't, but
Drow, definitely, yeah. But yeah, he's just talking to these guys. He hasn't noticed you. Because he's like
we
his
can
face.
say hello. He was. I haven't seen him in a while. it's fine. Wasn't unpleasant in any way. I suppose not unusual. He would be here. He could be on the same thing I'm doing, where I don't know if you remember. I'm meant to be traveling the world and learning things and.
So basically, like a school trip.
Yeah, well, dissertation.
Well, like
the grand
dissertation.
sneer. Yes.
Why would you go on the script on the? Never mind.
Why would you go with the script?
Is everyone okay today? Is
No,
I'm
we
not
did not have
exhausted.
Everyone's
I'm
either
definitely
exhausted
not
or
okay.
sad.
would we all like to go
be
back
fair,
to bed
I'm
and just
perfectly
write today
fine,
off?
I don't think we
Anyway.
can do that.
I would rather tell my mom I would be there within the week.
Okay. Well, he's perfectly reasonable. I mean, but be interesting to see if he's aware of any of the events. You know, the incursions. Maybe I don't know. But he might be able to give us some information. Perhaps we should wait for him to finish
Yeah,
what
don't
he's
mean
doing. Don't
wouldn't
interrupt.
hurt to
His name
like,
is
say hi.
just so I get the name right. His name is Kieran Dicklips. Or
Dilith.
No, that Dilith. But perhaps he will introduce himself. We'll go up. He may not even remember me. I think he left before the unpleasantness. So.
But yeah, so you will walk. Oh, I won't put all the NPCs in the map because I can't be bothered.
I'm not even on the map.
And yeah, he's just currently. You just like hear him. He's actually not talking. He's just listening to one of these like it's like a halfling wizard with these very round glasses. That makes his eyes look like they're 4 times as big as they are. Massive wizard's hat. This book the size of him. See, this guy is just talking like, yes, well, I do understand that. And Kieran's just like listening and trying to be nice. But this
Trying
guy's
to be
just,
polite.
he's just going. This guy's just going on and on and on.
Sorry
yeah.
to interrupt, Kieran. It's Archeron from Malachite School. I don't know if you remember. Nice to see you here.
He looks to the side and says, "Oh, yeah, Archeron." He's like going through his brain. Yes. Good to see you. Everything
make a
all right?
history check to see if he actually does remember Archer.
I mean, you can, but no check that. So he does. He was just recalling because he wasn't expecting. Yeah. How are you?
A little bit tired. It's been a bit of a week or month. Weird group. These are my friends. Drake, you may remember Drake.
He gives a nod. He gives a nod to all of you. Kieran, Gillett.
Kieran Dicklips.
Whatever.
I punch
He looks.
Sidon on the arm like
As Sidon says that, as he just raises an eyebrow, and you can just like see. He's like his arms across as he was talking. You can see he like cracks one of his finger knuckles, then looks to Artron. What do you want?
Nothing. Just saying hello.
yeah, we just
if
came
you're busy,
over to say hello.
we'll catch you
Nothing
later.
more.
I mean, I'm not busy. I was just waiting to. Brian over here was just telling me about something.
So what are you doing here, actually?
I'm looking
Oh,
for.
Drac, by the way, I don't know if you know me, but yeah, I'm Drac.
I think I recognise you. I'm here just doing some research for my dissertation. Similar to you, I think, lots to
yeah.
Archer.
Oh well, if you'd like, I could compare notes. I don't know if you found any. I've found a few spells and actually made 2 myself.
He gives like a genuine like surprise, like well done. Says I'd be happy to do my dissertations on arcane abilities and how a person's lineage will impact the rate in which they can learn magic.
Well, it's strange you mentioned around lineage. I just introduced my friend Maeve here. Maeve, did
Just
you know?
imagine him grabbing her shoulders and like pushing her up, just like
No,
"Oh,
just
hello."
gesturing. I actually, I don't know if anyone's. I say this all the time. I gesture with my hands, like if I was like there.
Yeah.
Like, gesturing.
Every time I'm talking as Kieran, my arms have been crossed like his arms are, but like you can't see me.
Thing is, like, Maeve's got a level of
Olivia,
exhaustion.
I just had my eyes closed.
Yeah. And Maeve's got a level of exhaustion, so I imagine she's got like the 1,000-yard stare, and then she just shakes out of it like, yes, hello.
This is my friend Maeve.
By the way, I'm gonna put Layla on the map, but just assume she's in a slight disguise when she's around. But yeah.
Oh, you haven't put the NPCs.
Maeve is correct me if I'm wrong. If you have a drow ancestry, do you? And I was just wondering, do you come across anything in your research about the drow being able to access magics that aren't typically, other than? Do drows get invisibility, or am I making that up?
Drows get fairy
Detect
fire,
magic.
and drow high magic gives them detect magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Anything other than
And darkness.
Detect magic ability.
And levitate.
Oh, and darkness.
Yeah.
And levitate. Archer would know these things. James hasn't played a drow.
Yeah.
So yes, detect magic, levitate, and light cantrip. Oh, it's a real shopping list of spells that they get.
She only has all of them because of drow high magic.
Yeah.
Yes, through dry hand magic. Had you ever come across anyone with abilities a little bit more esoteric, a little more spicy than the more common ones?
He like
That's Corey.
he like raises an eyebrow and says spicy. Is it? What do you mean? I mean, it depends on the person. Some drow do have the basic spells, dancing lights, things like that. Whereas, as you've said, they would have Maeve has can cast things like fairy fire and spell magic, detect magic. It's not something I've only recently been starting my proper dissertation, but I could look into it. More esoteric things, especially because certain drow have more innate magical prowess than others. It is interesting to me, to my research.
Okay. Well, I just wondered. Well, I can like Archer also got big dark marks under his eyes. It's clearly, it isn't looking his spec and span as he's very, very sweepy today. But what he was angling for, if this wasn't clear in my ham-handed attempt to do it, he's trying to see the speak with dead
really
thing.
You're going a bit glitchy, yeah.
Hang on, let me rejoin in, because it went really glitchy for me a second ago. I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to say what he was trying to say, or try to get around to the point, was he doesn't want to ask whether or not Maeve. He doesn't want to say speak with dead. But
Yeah. I mean, I got that.
Yeah,
but obviously, Kieran has no idea what the fuck.
Yeah. So, I'm gently encouraging, to Maeve, just imagine two really tired people who just aren't quite on the same wavelength.
I think
she's like, what?
Yeah, Maeve would eventually pick it up and just kind of look at this guy and be like, "What the fuck have I got to lose?" And be like, right. First of all, you're gonna have to not do that while I'm trying to speak. This is why I'm muted. Sorry.
What the fuck do you mean?
She would just say, "Yes. I think what Archon is asking about is I have an ability to speak with the dead."
He thinks as I assume not the regular spell.
No.
Let me have a make a check.
For this bitch crazy.
Yeah,
this bitch crazy check.
This bitch crazy check. No, it's just a history check. Give him advantage. 14, not great. I don't think. I mean, it could be related to that. Everyone's lineage is different, and that's partially why I'm interested in researching this. But it could be something to do with that. But I've not heard of anything related to Drow or person's lineage specifically about that. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, I'm not too far in my research, so.
How long have you been researching?
Not too long. I do actually. Only a month or so, but that was me just trying to decide what I wanted to write about and how I was going to go about it. I've been waiting for Mr. Nafald to come back from his travel.
Nafald or Nafald?
Yes, Nafald. Nafald.
I thought I heard the D. I was like, wait, did I hear that?
I know that name.
You do. To come back from his travels north because he's a sorcerer and he agreed to help me with my dissertation. It's Lila's brother. I just said it. It's Lila's brother.
Did I know? Oh.
Yeah. You would have known him. He was a he was one of the what's the fucking word, like tutors at the school.
Oh, it took me so long to remember who Lila was because in my brain she is locked.
I didn't say locked, brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have known him. He was a very knowledgeable sorcerer who
My boy.
who was like a child prodigy for magic and things like that. He then became a tutor. I don't think he's that. I don't actually know how old he would be, but not like not like one of the really. He's not like Gandalf. I in my head I think he's about 30 something, 35. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Time difference. I don't know. But yeah, he would have been a sorcerer who's very knowledgeable about magical items and artifacts. And he, I don't know what he would have taught, but he definitely would have. He probably would have taught about artifacts and.
How long ago was
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because I can tell you how old he is.
How old was he then?
She was 26. I think he was like 32. So however long it's been.
32. Oh yeah, so he would be 39.
There you go.
There you go. A little slightly younger than that. But yeah,
he just looks young. He's probably baby faced.
He would have taught, magic items, artifacts, maybe something to do with like imbuing magic into items and things like that. That's probably what his area of expertise would have been in terms of the school. But he is a sorcerer, so he, would be useful in a dissertation about lineage and things like that.
Okay, cool. Okay. I don't know that information. And he's gone. What part of the? It's interesting you mentioned that. What part of the north has he gone to? Has he gone north to?
No.
The north or north to the west or north to the east or north?
He went north through Arcadia to. I think he was going to the Frank of New Beginnings, past Arcadia. For something I don't know. I didn't ask him. But he said after when he's back, he was going to help me.
Oh, well, excellent. Well, good to see you, I guess. Are you heading inside the pyramid? I've not been.
Yeah.
I
just got here today, early this morning, and I'm going in back now when I'm ready.
Okay. Well, I think we're going in too.
Well,
kind of awkward.
Let me come in then. I'm coming. Those guys are talking on there. Brian they're just like chirping each other up. I don't know. Let's go.
Sorry, what?
I don't know.
In public, that's not okay.
I don't want to ask his race, but I really want to know.
Yeah, is he full-blooded or not? Is he?
I mean-
If we watch him, does he prioritize staying in the shade?
He does not seem to care about sunlight, but like he doesn't like hiss.
Did he have
when
any
goes into the sun.
reaction when we spoke about Drow?
Not more than anyone else.
Okay, never mind.
Can I make a?
What help are you?
Oh, I can't believe you're going to say this.
Can I make
No,
a
can I make a
race
race
check?
Border control.
God. James, what did you say? Sorry.
I'd like to see if I don't care. Like I just imagine, when people are so tired that they get a bit giggly,
Yeah.
like they're almost drunk with it. Like Archer's not quite there yet, but he's definitely not his normal self. Like his shirt's untucked, and like when he's walking up steps, he keeps like tripping up over the steps a little bit. Like this is like this isn't the one today. I thought yesterday was. I thought thankfully yesterday was bad, but this day.
Getting slightly angry at little inconveniences.
Yeah, it's that kind of day where your like shirt gets stuck on the door handle.
Oh,
I hate that.
yeah.
It only happens when you're annoyed as well.
Yeah.
No, what happens with me is if I'm wearing a jacket, the pocket of the jacket gets caught in like the door handle.
Yeah.
And then you're ready to start a fight with the door.
For me, it's more like
I
the
have
loop
broken
in the
doors
jeans
over
gets
this.
stuck in the door handle.
Sometimes when I'm
I
really
don't start
tired,
fights with doors, I end them.
sometimes when I'm really tired, I will be walking and I'll step on one of my shoelaces and it'll come undone and I'll
so
cry.
annoying.
No, I'll actually break down into tears. It's really sad. I just when I'm tired, I just cry. But I remember.
So every time Laffy cries in another campaign, it's just because she needs naps.
Yeah, 100%.
It's nap time. Laffy's
She's 5 foot tall. She needs lots of naps. She's very tired. Her center of gravity is different.
And still the emotional state.
But is anyone asking anything as Kieran is going in? As I assume you're following him.
I would ask. Oh yes, there was one thing I did say I was going to ask. Kieran, just a quick question. How long have you been? I know you said it's recent, but how long have you been traveling?
No, not much. I've been in and out of school, really, most of the time.
Just recently, kind of thing. Then.
I mean, within the last. Wait, sorry, say that again. What do you mean? So just recently.
The reason we've been traveling together as a group for a little while. We've had our ups and downs, but by and large, it's been certainly been an experience. But one thing I was going to ask is, we have noticed there's been an increase, a lot of devils,
Demons.
a lot of demons and stuff like that. I was just wondering, had you heard anything? We've been a little bit away. I don't say away from civilization, but I've been a little bit away from the from the kind. Well, I've been in Pyra, and it's I haven't been at school. We've noticed some strange things, some unusual occurrences. We found ourselves in the Feywild.
He gives like a interesting sort of like expression, like nodding along as you're speaking.
I thought so too. And there was, I won't go into specifics, but may or may not have met a couple of Archfey. There were some unusual things that happened there. With I don't know if you've heard, but there's been some demonic things happening. I just want to know if you.
Yeah, he nods and says. He says, nothing specific, but I heard that multiple different incursions all over.
Maeve's gonna look at Archon with like one of those head tilts, when people speak without speaking, and like a furrowed brow.
Now.
Like, do you trust this guy that much?
Well, I'm not.
You can say it. I'll say that Maeve can read your expression with your response.
He's like trying to impress him without giving too much away. Obviously, he's not naming names or going into specifics, but he's also trying to get information out.
She'll give like a little smirk and a nod, as if to say, like, "Okay, fine."
I mean, everyone. I'm sure that it's going to be common knowledge eventually that there's demons running about.
Yeah,
they're like popping up all over. So
no, I'm not on about the demon thing. I'm on about the archfey thing.
Oh,
yeah. Well, again, he didn't go into specifics, and I don't think he would, even if he was pressed. Yeah.
But yeah, he does say, there was a few. I heard a bit about it. I've only been in the school, and there hasn't been anything there. But apparently in Arcadia there's been a few things. Can't remember where exactly.
Anything in,
really all over.
Anything in Portofino?
I'm going to make a history check. 21? I think there might have been. A little bit ago now. I think the two places were Portofino and Farios.
Oh,
I know this is
sorry, Portofino and Thyrio.
Might have been somewhere else, but I think if they're demons, in my head it was because they were trying to quell godly places, and Portofino and Thyros were dedicated to gods.
I don't suppose. I know it's a bit far afield. It's quite a ways away from here. Like, I understand hearing the Arcadia news, but have you heard anything about the Esperal dynasty? About any demons down there? I know that one's quite a distance away, but
I do think I heard maybe one thing about it. He's like really racking his memory, but because I rolled the 21, I'll say, I think in Resplent, in the river town. Oh, not river town. The borders the river to Ithiralda. I think there was something, but I can't remember. I wasn't really paying put much attention to it.
Fair enough, no worries.
Thank you, Kieran. Just a quick sidebar, friends, colleagues. Kieran, if you don't mind, just have a moment with my friends. Guys,
he knows. He says, "I'll see you in there."
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the news. Don't want to fall back onto my pessimistic, doom and gloom, misery guts mood, but Portofino and Thyrio. I'm Maven from Thyrios. Your father was a member of the guard, was he not?
He is, yes.
If there's been an incursion, it would be likely that would have been employed to keep the town safe.
Mm-hmm.
I can check on him if you want.
Yes.
Okay. So Archon's gonna spend a few minutes and do third level slots to check on Maeve's dad and his own parents. Hey guys, you guys okay? There were some demons. You're right.
You see, which one do you go? Which one do you do first?
I think Maeve's dad first.
Okay.
I think I glitched out for a minute there.
Yeah. Silent for ages then. Yeah, you get a message back saying like, I can't remember what I made his voice sound like. Oh, yes, we're quite fine here. Small incursion, but nothing we can handle. Good day.
There's like an active like.
Yeah, so I pass it on to Maeve. Like, he seems fine. I obviously. This is what he sounds like, and I play it with a minor illusion. I replay the message for you.
Don't worry, it's just a small incursion. No worries.
And then I remix it. Make a small incursion. Make it small. And then I will drop one to my parents. Slightly less worried. The only reason he's concerned is because of the demon tree or the devil tree, whatever it was, the tree that had the demon come out of it before.
That was specific circumstances, but it was a devil, and it is a tree dedicated to Ophina.
Yeah, but he's not acting about the tree, but he's very concerned there's another one.
Yes, yeah.
Archeron, can you ask about my parents too?
Sure, what are their names?
Let me check.
Would our parents not know them?
I mean,
yeah,
I
James,
would.
James, what are your parents' names? What are Archon's parents' names?
The father's name is he's pastor, so he's his name is Arised Milk. So he's pasteurized milk. No, he's a pastor, and his name is Linguini.
Linguini.
Noodles.
There it is.
Do they have a pet rat?
Oh no.
No, so I do have names for parents somewhere, but I just can't be able to find them.
I might actually have them.
Yeah, I think it's like they're somewhere. Let me find
No,
them.
I mean, I'm
know
saying
my
you could save
parents'
yourself
name.
a spell slot by asking your parents if Drax's parents are okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Like,
Yeah.
you can ask your parents if
Yeah.
my parents are okay.
Yeah, so
because
I
they
would
know
like
each
it
other.
wouldn't be "Are you okay?" It would be "Is everyone okay?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Uh,
Kalfaris and Gurak, are they okay?
Jesus Christ! were they
I'm
the
sure
names
to say those
around?
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I remember those names that I've already forgotten. Who do you send the message to?
That's a really good question. I think his mum.
Okay. Yeah, you get a response saying, I don't know what she would sound like. You just picturing like
Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. Hello. It's on the way, dears. Oh yes, we're quite fine. Archeron.
Blink twice if there's a man there with a gun.
No, I'm trying to think of the right wording.
I imagine his mum would be like, "How's your
Yes,
studying
yeah,
going? How is everything?" Message cuts off because it's too long.
she would say that beginning about, oh yes, we're all quite alright. I hope you and Draco are all alright. I hope your studies are doing well. What have you been up to?
They're fine.
You can cast constant conversation.
Yeah, I did give you that spell.
You're right. I could.
Will you?
But then after
No.
that, I assume you guys are. I assume you guys are going in.
There's a very good reason Archeron went to school in another country and then left that school to be further away.
Oh my god.
Hope is on the way, dears.
It's not. Listen, it's not that he dislikes his parents. It's just, well, no, he loves them very much. It's just he doesn't have anything to say to them ever because, well, there's just nothing there.
Hey, bitches, still alive.
Wow. But yeah,
Is
so
this
That's how
how
you
every
speak to your
conversation with the parent
parents,
figure
Cass.
goes?
no. But I assume you guys all head into the pyramid. And as you go in, you can see the doors are like open. They're these like beautiful sort of gilded, golden, slightly blue gem doors. You walk in and you can see these towering, golden, sort of like intricately built archways that go across the entire length of this. I'm gonna just look. This like 200-foot room. You can see hundreds of shelves stacked high to the ceilings, bereft of poems and scrolls. There are a number of them, but clearly not a full stock, if that's the best way to put it. You can see many people are walking the halls. There are a few guards just in case. but many of them are acolytes and students or people interested in the arcane just looking around. You can see that the strangest thing to those who wouldn't know, you can see this large being formed of wires and clockwork. Many books are strapped to its back and its sides, with gears turning throughout its form. This creature is currently sort of leaning over slightly, talking to a few people wearing robes. And I will change the map, and I will show you the image of the Archivist, who is great.
I'm getting vibes of the guy. Who's the guy?
Oh no,
in,
it's a Warforged skillet.
No, it's,
Excuse you?
Who's the guy
No,
in
okay,
the?
okay.
Oh God!
Bernard.
What was his name?
Bernard.
No, in the bookshop in the necromancy undead Feywild place.
It was in the Court of Shapeweavers, and
Yes.
no, not at all.
No. It was definitely one in the one who gave me. Oh fuck me! It was like it was a librarian. He definitely was in the Court of Shadows.
I know which one
Oh,
James on about.
oh,
yeah,
that was the weird ghost
skeleton,
fucking thing. Yeah. You guys would be at the south of this map rather than the north, actually.
Oh.
But it's fine. But yeah, you. Oh, let me put Karen down as well.
How fucking big is that Warforged thing?
It's
Because
about.
we're really small.
It's classed as huge, so it's about 18 feet tall.
Jesus.
Sorry.
And you guys, I mean, I think for those who are reading the books before and or like knowledgeable, would know that the Archivist is one of the oldest, like, creatures in Periphalon. Obviously, that it doesn't age, but the thing's been around for the longest time.
For the longest time.
Thank you, my fucking brain was going crazy. I was like, I can't interrupt again.
But yeah,
I don't want to be that guy, but it's getting pretty late.
I mean, we're gonna stop in a minute, but I just want to see if you guys are doing anything first.
Yeah. Oh. I think I'd like me, so I'm just
Well, like,
letting you come back.
Anything like
the reason we came to the pyramids for? My brain's gone.
Well, we're here for information about the divination we got, the fucking poem rhyme.
Oh yeah.
About possible solutions for Artron.
Right. Yes. The exhaustion got to me.
Yeah, me
Yeah, and
too.
also this was like a pit stop before we go to Whittle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Well, we
I'm
do
also
have
going to look for curry recipes.
What?
No,
I thought you
just
already
kidding.
had a good curry recipe.
I have one curry recipe.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's got to catch them all.
it's a Pokemon.
Well, you keep complaining that it's too spicy despite being a
I don't
mild
complain
version,
about
so
it.
I need to like search something for your like cat's tongue.
It needs more milk.
No! Why would you put milk in curry? What kind of
Put
sauce are
coconut
you?
milk in there.
Or cream.
No.
I'm going to speak to
Maybe-
the Archivist. I'm very tired and would like to have a good night's sleep, but I have.
We just woke
questions.
up.
I don't feel like I have. I feel like I was awake all night, worrying about scorpions and millipedes in my bed.
I thought you had the cabin, the hut.
Ream scorpions can get anywhere. There could be one in my sleeping bag right now, and if I didn't check it before I cast the spell, it would already be in there and would be in there with me all night, and would crawl
Just
at my bottom.
cuddling you.
So I'm going to speak the office. That's okay with everybody. I'm going to ask him a few questions. This the thing in the goop, the emblem of the frigid, whatever. Scourge. He's going to ask about the prophet and about the town that he saw in legend lore about Layla, like the one that he assumes was eaten up by the fucking hell, my brain. the Scar of the Land and the Dragon.
Mhm.
And he's also going to ask about Rheator, the Moon, and the Witcher that's going on with him.
Okay.
If you
So-
Should we also ask about Babe seeing ghosts, or do we not want to do that?
I'm sure Maeve is absolutely capable of
Yeah, I
asking.
mean,
mean,
that's up to
Maeve.
Maeve, right?
I was going to mention there's still the ruins on the way to Whittle. If
Oh
you
yeah, right.
don't mind.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
I mean, that will give a load of info on your speaking with ghosts.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Hopefully.
Archeron goes up to the archivist, who turns and looks down at you, and it is this very tall, very imposing figure, even though it's very. He's usually pretty tame. Oh, that's silent. Yeah, it's usually pretty neutral, but looks down at you, and you hear the voice go, "What do you require?"
One night of good loving, but if you can't provide that, I had some questions. If you wouldn't mind.
The archivist, the head tilts slightly, and you see the cogs move, and it says, "I cannot perform Night of Good Loving."
But I have this book for you.
There might be something I can find in the library
here
or
are
my
instructions.
memory banks.
Hey, that's not my memory bank. Well, that's not my 3-pin adapter. I don't know. Sorry,
Honey,
my head.
where is
Yeah,
my super suit?
Mr. Archivist, Mixter, just Archivist. I presume.
Just the
I was
archivist
hoping-
is fine.
The Archivist.
Yes, I am the archivist.
I'm not going to get confused. The Archivist. I was hoping you could help me out. Me and my friends, we have a number of questions. Very glad if you could either put me in the right direction or give me your opinion. There was there is a prophecy that we've found, and I wanted to relay it to you because it mentions the things of cycles that have happened before, and we know that you are well tenured in your existence on this plane, and wanted to know if you'd experienced any of these things before. But I'll preface that by saying that my understanding is you don't often leave the pyramids. Is that correct?
You see the archivist shakes his head and says, "No, I do not leave the pyramids, but I am very learned. I might be able to help."
Well, that's the hope. Thank you very much. So I will share the prophecy with you.
You see, it nods now. Have it make a history check with advantage. 23. Glad I gave it advantage. That would have been very sad. This prophecy was scans memory banks.
Beep beep boop bop beep
Beep beep
boop.
boop beep boop beep beep boop bop. Was perceived by Alboros, the circling serpent, god of cycles.
So I glitched out for the last minute and a half there.
That's completely fine. I said very little.
Okay, sorry.
Half of it was baby boo wop boo.
Half of it was beep beep boop as I was trying to figure out the information it would know. The other half was me repeating. It was saying that it was prophesized by Alboros. But it continues to say, this does match something that happened within my time. Within my time. Let me check my memory banks as I find what it is.
You don't have
is
to
it in
narrate
my-
it, you can just do it.
Nope, I am narrating.
Damn, this robot be extra.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, boop,
Sassy.
bop.
Yeah. Bleep bloop blorp.
This is
am
how I was.
Overwatch.
This is how I was made.
You
Yes.
reckon he's gonna sacrifice himself and then ask if he has a soul or something? That is a
Do you
mass
have a
fact
soul,
joke
Mr.
if
Archivist?
anyone-
Mr. the Archivist?
I don't believe I have a soul, but I do
Oh.
not mind. I am a collection of knowledge.
Aren't we all, though?
Well,
Might say
no,
soul
I do not.
knowledge.
I do not breathe. I do not have flesh or blood.
Oh. Do you think that's all it takes to have a soul? Breathing in flesh and blood?
I think it certainly helps.
Interesting. Oh, I'm not going to get
Anyway.
into. If you don't think you have a soul, who am I to argue? But what did you do though? Hypothetically,
I do not
if
mind.
a demon, if a devil came to you and offered you power or greater knowledge in exchange for your soul?
Well, I am more intelligent than that to make a deal with a devil or a demon. So I would not. I would simply kill it.
Are you strong enough?
Yes.
Wow.
Simon's offended here.
Do you know
He's gonna
our
ask him
friend
to
Simon? Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't realise you were. Are you a capable spellcaster? Or are you a physically gifted collection of knowledge?
I have the knowledge of this entire pyramid. I am gifted at spellcasting, and I am strong.
Interesting. Are there any news? I have some. Well, we'll come to that in a moment. Please, this prophecy.
Yes.
This is the foremost thing. Sorry, I distracted you mid narration. Sincere apologies.
How dare you, smite? In
Oh, it's a paladin.
no, in my memory banks, I can think of one other time something like this has occurred. It was in 620 of this age. There were many things that happened that are similar to this. Points to the prophecy with a massive metal hand.
I read it out to him from memory, so he just points at my face.
Point. It matches
Stop hitting yourself.
It matches similar things. There was death that occurred in the dynasty, with great shadow following. There was, in the bitter north, a lich who forged an undead army that used the symbol of an icy blade as its rallying call. Then there was the Black Dragon Nox, who... sorry. This voice is so silly. Who devastated the lands that would become Itheraldar. And then there was speak of Malvorn, the man who took over much of Itheraldar with help from fire and blood. It matches the description.
Yes, it does. The Lich. What was the Lich's name?
The DM does not know.
Okay, not important. Gotcha. One question. You said you were very clever, smarter than devils and demons.
Well, I would be smart enough not to take a deal with devils and demons, is what I said. I would simply kill them.
Oh, sorry. But if your knowledge extends through everything that was ever inside of this pyramid, there is a question I have around the demonic planes. There was a discussion we were having about levels of the demonic planes, and one particular part of it that had that could be classed to being akin to the celestial realm itself, and a like a god of the demons. Are you aware of anything like this? Have you heard of anything?
You hear the beep beep boop bop, beep bop.
Right. Can I give it advantage?
Boop bop.
Or guidance?
I'm not gonna ask for it. There's no check here.
Okay.
But the Archivist does say, I am aware of this strange celestial demon. But I am not aware of its name. It is not in my memory bank.
Okay. When we saw the vision, we didn't see any indication of what this thing's shape was, did we? We only heard the voice.
You heard the voice, and you essentially just saw... The best way to say it, you kind of just saw chaos.
Okay.
You very briefly saw like a hand, like a very large hand, like the size of a humanoid. When it was imbuing Mel and Layla with the souls, but that was it. And it was even then it was very silhouetted and not very accurate.
And final question on this particular subject, guys. Feel free to jump in. I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking. This icy lich.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll out the piece of charcoal drawing that Rayod did. Does this match the description of the icy lich?
No.
Okay.
That is to be giant.
You saying giants can't be liches?
No, but this does not match the script. This does not match what I have in my memory banks for the Lich. The Lich I knew was humanoid.
Okay. Okay. Do you know anything about? Well, we found a calling card. Well, one of these icy dagger things. Yes, we found one. Yes, we found one. I do have other questions, but I'm going to step back and let somebody else talk for a moment.
Beep beep boop bop.
He moonwalks backwards. It looks fucking dope.
Make me a performance check.
Oh, right, I've got a hero point back. Wait.
Are you actually gonna wait there for a moonwalk?
Let's see. Do I need to?
If there
13.
ever was a reason to use
Not
It's better than
bad.
average, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You moonwalk effectively, but the floor is so slick that it squeaks.
That's all right.
Yeah. What else can I help with?
Anyone else have any questions?
Beep beep boop bop.
Not right now.
I have so many, but I don't want to talk. Just.
I mean,
James,
I don't-
James, just
Also,
do
it is
it. James, just
also
do it. You're not
on-
here next week. Just do it.
Oh. Okay. Right. Yeah. So Archer's
April's
gonna.
11.
Yeah. Archer. Well, I'll tell you what. What I'll do. If you want, if not, I will email. I will via
Just-
post.
Okay, do one more, Milan.
Okay.
I will
And then you
Skype
can
you
send me
the
anyone's.
questions.
Mr. the
I will
Archivist.
fact you the questions.
Yeah. I will send
I
you my
am not.
courier pigeon.
I am not Mr. or Mrs. or anything. I am just the archivist.
Okay. The Archivist. We. I have another few questions, if that's okay. The moon of Rheator.
Yes.
I haven't finished the question. That's the prelude. It's the start. The moon of
I see.
Rheator is one of 3 moons in the sky. It is often referred to as the dead orb.
You are
or-
recounting from the book that I know of.
No, this is from memory. It's like running it through AI. I just wanted to
see.
impress the DM, but yes. So I have the dead orb, and it seems that the avatars of the god of the moon don't really know much about it. In my youth, all those years ago, 3-4 years ago, I was out
In my youth,
and
6 months ago.
in my youth, like whilst I was wearing these same underpants, I was out in the out in the desert, and I was observing the moon, and something happened. I felt like I was attacked, and ever since, I've had a mark on my neck, and I've realised over the last few days, weeks, that I have a parasite, something I'm carrying with me, that is dangerous and comes out in times of stress. There were other people who'd had, I don't know if it's the same experience, but definitely similar feelings. And I was wondering if there was a book in the library that you could direct me to, so I could read that and learn more.
It thinks and says, "May
It is a mister, canonically. Fuck you.
May I see the mark?"
Well, yes, I suppose. Well, no, Debbie's looking at Archer like gingerly.
We are
gets his
all
right
friends
tit out.
here.
Yes, but I don't want to drive you mad with desire.
I am a robot. I do not feel desire or happiness.
Especially not for you, you
That's not
pasty
awesome.
bitch.
Yes. It looks at it and says, that appears to be a mark of malevolence, which originates from the echo.
The echo. What's the echo? I obviously am familiar with the word, and I know that a duck's quack can't echo. But other than that,
The echo, a realm slightly displaced and above Periphalon, that mirrors the environment but works on sound, volume, and reflections, being described by some as the plane of broken glass.
and so this mark, is it? What does it? How do I get rid of it?
You would likely have to. I'm trying to think of the best way to word it.
Skin surgery.
I can't think of a way to word it other than.
Just say it.
No, I don't know a way to word it in world.
You got to roll many nat 20s, biatch.
No.
Send the DM a box of chocolates.
Yes. It would say. I'm trying to think of the best way to word it. I'm just going to say it because I can't think of the way to say it in character. Almost like the way that the archivist would say is like almost like chemotherapy to destroy all of the possible cells of that scar and whatever is infecting it, and to pretty much completely purge yourself of that to destroy it permanently. That's what I think.
Purge myself.
Well,
Okay.
not if you can target it specifically, it might work, but it is a rare affliction, so I am not certain.
Is there anybody you know of who's had it and successfully gotten rid of it and survived?
There have been some, but no one specifically.
So, no one I could speak to.
No.
Okay.
I love that. I love this guy.
Okay, but is there a perhaps a diary or a book or comic?
You see the alchemist looks
Lewd
around.
drawing.
You see the alchemist looks around. These halls are not what they once were after they were taken to Malachite. If you were to want information, that might be where to look. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, you have given me hope. That one other question on it. The mark.
Yes.
The creature, this version, this thing that comes out when the malevolence, when what is it?
Let me find it because I do know it and it would know it, but I'm just trying to make sure I get it right. Hold on. The creature would be classed as an aberration, known as a malignant reflection. It is common in the plane of the echo and would act as an apex predator in that space.
And does it, from what I understand and what my friends have said, when it's taken over, it uses my abilities like a conduit? Does it know everything I know?
I am not too certain, but if it is embedded itself in you over long periods of time, it likely knows most of, if not all, that you would know. But it would work on chaos and fear, trying its best to do as much as it could in the time that it had.
Great. Thank you, Mr. the archivist.
Just the archivist,
Okay,
please.
just the archivist. Many thanks for this. I may have other questions. Are there some books on awesome, cool yo-yo tricks that I could read for the next, say, week and a half?
That might be a long time. There are not that many books here. But if you wanted to learn spells, I could get one for you. If I deem it not too dangerous.
That would be dynamite.
We don't have any dynamite.
Damn it.
That is not a spell in my memory banks.
Well, I could share the spells I've made with you too.
That would be of great usefulness. Thank you.
Beep, bloop, bloop.
Beep, 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 boop, bop. And I assume, since people are getting tired, there is nothing else you guys want to do in this current round.
Not that I can think of, at least.
Not right now.
So, what as Archeron is talking, how the fuck that is? As Archeron is talking, we will say, yeah, Sidon. You feel like a tap on your shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
And you see a man with. No. You see a man with. Sort of. Where is it? Wearing this sort of green hood that has golden accents. He has like a snake-like crest on his outfit. And his hair is this sort of light grey, and he has these bright green eyes. I'll just send the image, and then I'll say one thing, and then we'll finish. Looks like this. And he says to you, "Good day. I am Venin, my lord. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you look like a group of adventurers. If that is the case, I might have a mission to help me with. And that's where we'll finish."